What has the training started means what? Sharwari, you didn't get it. We're just warming up. Okay, we'll start. Yeah, so we can start the quiz. Okay, guys. So before we start the quiz, who's the first participant who's going to give exam here? Who totally trusted me? Anyone? What about the exam scheduling dates? Have you put in the group?
Scheduled
Have you
exam
put
for
the
17th.
5th February, 5th February, someone has.
March 17th.
Feb 17th.
Feb 17th. Okay, yeah. So Feb 17th. Okay, great. Okay. So first is Feb 17th. No, that's the date, correct?
I think some of them scheduled on Feb 10th itself, Rajkumar.
Okay, great. So good to see. Okay, so let's start the quiz, guys. So we didn't do any quizzes so far. Okay, so from today onwards, we'll be doing the quizzes. Okay, so while we do the quiz, now what I want to bring to your attention is, see, I'll share my screen. Okay, yeah. This document, all of you know, right? Correct. I don't have to keep telling again and again. No, this is the document I want you guys to bookmark in your laptop. Okay, don't close it. Okay, till you clear PMP. Point number one. Point number two, continue this momentum. Okay, tomorrow we are wrapping up. Okay, but try to utilize this time well. Okay, so I would suggest a couple of maybe 3-4 guys, not couple guys, 3-4 guys. You guys take a lead. Okay, to make sure that at this time something happens. Are you getting? Like facilitate a session, discuss some quizzes. Okay, you guys come, you guys go through the recording. Let's say mock quiz 1. Okay, you go through the recording, you attempt the questions, and then have some healthy discussions. Like that, you drive it. Okay, I cannot tell exactly what to do. You got no? I'm expecting you guys to self-organize. Okay, self-organizing teams. Clear? So will it continue, guys, next week?
Sir, we already discussed on the WhatsApp group, and tomorrow
Great.
tomorrow we are discussing for 1 hour daily.
Oh, tomorrow I'm not sure. This time is a sweet time. Next
not
Saturday.
Tomorrow, from the Monday. From Monday onwards, daily we will connect. Whoever is available, who can.
But the best timing is this time because we are already there.
This is time.
So this time is best. Okay, for the 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. Okay, so you discuss every Saturday. Okay, for the next 4 weeks, if you discuss, that is more than enough. Okay, so regarding that, guys, this is what. Okay, so I told no, who all have attempted some quizzes, guys. I shared it last week itself. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more questions are of one style, and then this most important PMP questions is of another style. Okay, this 2 you have to do. That's it. And then after you're done, let's say mock quiz 4 you are done. Check this Word document. Okay, where I would have dealt somewhere. See here, mock quiz 4 for some previous batches. So I want you to go through that. Here. And that too, when you attempt the quiz, no, please check. Okay, the time. Okay, 3 questions 1 hour. That's what I would recommend. Okay, not in a relaxed environment. Okay. And last, this section is very important. I told no. Many people are telling that they are getting a lot of questions from this section onwards. Okay. Now there will be some topics which are not covered in this my curriculum. Okay. Now don't again post in the LinkedIn. I mean, post in the group and create a confusion. These topics are not there in the curriculum. I'm doing an additional favor of collecting from the students who have cleared PMP. Is that clear? So this is for your additional help. Okay, not to tell that okay this was not covered in the session. Okay, so please go through at your own convenience. Okay, so that potentially you will get some questions from these topics. Is that clear? Everyone understood what you have to do? Attempt the quizzes in a time-bound manner. Check the video recordings. Maintain an error log. That is also important. I told no. 1, 2, 3, 4. What option you chose? What is the correct answer choice? Like that, you have to maintain an error log. Okay, and connect, guys. So like some of you guys know, I did mock quiz 1, 3 quizzes. Like that, you people are telling no. So you discuss that in the next classes. I mean, once I'm done with my session, you guys initiate discussion. Question number 3 of mock quiz 1. I have a doubt. Who have done it? Like that, until you create the session more active. Okay, next week onwards. Clear, no? So can we start the quiz now?
Yep.
So sheet 3, sheet 2. Okay, sheet 3. 1 minute. I'm just checking, guys. Sheet 3. 51 to 90, 91 to 120, 11 to 120. You know, sheet 2. Morning. 1 minute, guys. Let me see what I did for the morning batch. I will forget. That's why. 51 to 65. Morning batch of days. 51 to 65. So sheet 3 is done. Now I'll do one thing. I'll start sheet 4 questions in this batch. Okay, guys. Maybe sheet 4. Okay, so I want one request, guys. I want all of you guys here, okay, to like turn on your videos and be active participants. Okay, guys, here we're going to start the quiz. Okay, trust me, guys. By today's session and tomorrow's session, you will be getting an idea how to attempt the questions. Okay, and you'll be more confident also. Okay, so can we start? So, first question on the screen. Okay, before you start, no, you have to type your answers in the chat. Okay, and one more thing, while you type your answers in the chat, please disable this show chat reviews. Okay, I will send you the screenshot. This one. Okay, check the message, guys, on the chat which I've put. Okay, you untick this. Otherwise, what will happen when everyone is typing? It disturb you people. For your personal thing only, I'm telling this. Okay, clear? Can you
I'm
check
not
the
sure.
screen?
I can see the see what you're showing. I can only see the spreadsheet.
Chat. Check the chat. Okay, check the chat. I've sent an image. Okay, if you check on the screenshot, if you open the image, you will get. Okay, you have to disable that flow chart review. Okay, and try to come in the video. Okay, guys, many of you guys. Okay, and tomorrow at least, okay, last day, Star Agile team will be taking a photograph. Okay, all of you guys. Okay, it will be good if you guys come in the video. Okay, it is a request from the trainer. Okay, so please make some arrangements at least today. Use the makeup feature in Zoom and your own makeup, everything. No, touch up feature.
Vishak,
Okay.
how are you going to
So,
that shit 3, 4 and all those stuffs? Which one you open it?
you have on the screen. No, that is not in the simulation folder. Okay. This is sheet 4 I've opened because see if you check this link, no, here, see here, guys, sheet 3 I've done in some other batches. Okay, if you check this link here, I want you to spend some time in this document, guys, then only will understand. Okay, so if you click on this, no, evening batch recordings link, morning batch recording link. Okay, from the above 2 links, pick day 7 and day 8 for quiz discussions, like that I've written. You got it? These quizzes were discussed like that. Sheet 3, sheet 2, 2 different quizzes. Okay, so now I'm discussing with you guys sheet 4, right from question number 1. Okay, so what is the specialty? So that I can share it with some other batches. That's it. Okay, so everyone will get everything. Okay, so can we start now? Please turn on your videos, guys. More people, please. Apart from health issue, traveling issue, poor internet connection, the lazy guys, please turn on your videos. Okay, please let the video be on. Okay, please get out of your comfort zone. Okay, then only you'll be able to clear the PMP. Okay, I would love to see the screen filled. Okay, guys, many people, please turn on. Okay, yet to turn on, please turn on. Okay, yes, question number 1 on the screen. Okay, guys, please, you guys can type in your answer. No, Garima, 1 minute. Everyone, this sheet 4 got nothing to do with this folder. Okay, guys, this is a set of different questions which I use only during the session. Is that clear? Which one? This is not there in the folder. Okay, these quizzes are not there in the folder. That is for different, your practice. This is different for the session purpose. Okay, so please, every question you will learn something. Okay, like the mistakes which you are making. Okay. Okay, so you have to capture that in the error log. Is that clear, guys? Can you start now? Question number 1, please. Type your answers in the chat. Okay. Type your answers, guys, in the chat. A, B, D, C also. A, B, C, D. Everything is there. Okay, guys. Can we discuss? So during final inspection of the project deliverables, okay, the quality team observes there is a deviation on a particular component. Yeah, the customer, however, has not indicated anything with regard to this in its specification. Are you getting this? Two people. The quality people feel that there is a deviation on a particular component, but the customer feels that no problem. Okay, there is no issue regarding the specification. Like that, the customer is telling. Okay, what should the project manager do at this juncture? Okay, I can see all of you guys have chosen all the 4 options. Okay, so first one, raise the matter to a subject technical expert. Okay, that is the first choice. Okay, so I can see many of you guys have chosen raise the matter to a technical expert. Okay, the thing is, first thing I want you guys to understand. Okay, if you raise that to a technical expert, it will only produce insights for that particular problem, this particular specification, which the quality team feels there is a deviation, but customer feels there is no deviation. Only that particular problem will be solved. Okay, but however, you have to step out and look at the bigger issue related to quality. Okay, so I would say you have to seek the help of assurance. Do you remember, guys, in my session I told you there is a quality control team and then there is a assurance team. Okay, so the control team is just like it will take a pen and it will check its dimensions. Okay, it will take a car, it will test drive and see what it will pick up individual things and you check it, and then they will inspection done, something like that. They will put a seal. That is what is the control team. Is that clear, everyone? But the assurance team is little bit strategic, guys. They will step out and then they will check what is the unusual thing, why something is unusually happening. Okay, that is the job of the assurance people. Okay, so they will look at the pattern, they will look at why something is, one section feels that it is falling quality, but another section feels that it is okay, like that. And all those type of investigation is done by whom? Assurance team. So B sounds very good for me. Okay, so A is eliminated. I told you the reason. A is only a single point solution. We don't want that. We want to understand why this discrepancy is happening. Okay, is that clear? So B sounds better. Okay, hold on. Let me finish the explanation and then you guys can raise. Okay, raise your questions. Okay, now C, approve the deliverable as it does not deviate from many customer specifications. Don't do that. Okay, customers are, they like only their functional requirements. Is that clear? They will be able to appreciate only the functional requirements. There are a lot of non-functional requirements. Is that clear? For example, whether a car has got an ABS, okay, whether the car has got an airbag feature, okay, does it has got a collapsible steering, okay. Now in India, I think for the new cars, there is a mandatory rear passenger seatbelt alarm. Okay, it is needed. Okay, that means all these are not coming from the customers. Is that clear, guys? Those are actually coming from the standards in which your industry is falling into, the regulations in which your industry is falling into. Are you getting? Do you remember the 5 keywords I told you? Standard, regulation, legal, statutory compliance. Okay, those people will put non-functional requirements. Are you getting? So ultimately, quality means functional requirements from the customer, non-functional requirements from the respective governing body. Is that clear? These two are there. So don't just rely only on the customer. Customer doesn't have a problem. So that is not a reason for you to discard. Are you getting my message, everyone? So C is ruled out. We cannot just believe the customer's words. Okay, they are babies. Their mind will change any point of. Okay. Now, what about D? Reject the deliverable, citing deviation from the project specification. Okay, don't go that extreme. Okay, you do some homework. Okay, simply rejecting the deliverable is not good, no, because it is just an observation. Quality team observes that there is a deviation on a particular point. Okay, maybe that deviation is acceptable. Who knows? So don't jump into the conclusion of rejecting the deliverable. Does that make sense, guys? So the correct answer here is B. Now you guys can raise hand and speak up by any concern. Quick. B is the correct answer. All good? People who chose a variety of answers, nothing to ask. Very good, guys. Very good students. Okay. So this is the correct answer. I hope you have noted down why your answer choice is wrong. Okay. Can I move on further? Question number 2.
Vaishak, I'm not able to. Oh, sorry.
With
Zach, I'm not able to see the options though at the bottom. I'm not sure. Did I need to minimize my?
Question number 2. It is clear on the screen. Can someone help him? I'm not sure what
The
is happening.
question is clear. The options are not visible. I think
The
this is what-
options are not up visible.
This much
That's
only
what-
is the option. This much only is the option, guys.
Yeah,
Question number 2.
It's the 4 lines at the bottom inside that same cell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Two,
But they're
two.
they're not bulleted or anything, so we'll just assume that the first one is A through D.
Clear, no, everyone? You can see, right?
Yeah.
Can you start? So I can see a lot of C's. Okay, that sounds good. Okay. So what I want to tell you is during project execution, an issue arises that require additional budget and time. Okay. So an issue happen, you need more money, more time. Okay. The project team did not identify this issue as a risk during the planning phase. Got it? But our sponsor, he is pointing out that, hey guys, this was quite obvious. This has happened in the past projects. Okay. So what should the project manager have done to avoid this oversight? That means ignorance. Got it? So one thing I want to tell guys before jumping into the answer, I'm sure guys, all of you guys have answered correctly. Don't relax. Okay. I want to tell you this is a preventive type of question. Okay, please note it down. This is a preventive type of question. Preventive type of question means what could have been done better, what you could have done. Okay, how you could have avoided. It sounds like that. All of you agreeing with me? What could have been done better? How it could have been avoided? That sort of a tinge will come in the question. Okay, so I think almost like 10-15 questions you can expect preventive type of questions in the PMP. Is that clear? So please make a note how to attack that. That means you can go back to the past and do a thing better way. You got it? That is the meaning. So what you could have done better? You could have reviewed the lessons learned register. Okay, see, the whole point whenever you do a new project is you have to check the lessons learned register. When you look at the lessons learned register or the lessons learned repository, you'll get an idea of how projects have been done in the past, what mistakes they have done, what good things they have done, everything you will have an idea. First you check that. Then the chances that you will make the same mistake again will be significantly less. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, now I want to tell that current thing and one person, I saw Punita have chosen A. Okay, so that is actually wrong. Okay, I would say it is very well clearly told in the session, guys. This was not identified in the risk management planning, not identified. Then why you guys are choosing A? Clear? So that is the reason it doesn't make sense. Okay, is there any other option I have to discuss? No, right? Can I move to the next question? Okay, third one. Can you discuss? 3 choices you have to use. Take, okay, guys? 3 answer choices. I know one question you guys will have. Okay, the question is if I answer out of 3, 2 correctly, will I get mark? Okay, the answer is no. Okay, every time I get this question. Okay, so there is no partial marking for the PMP. Okay, there is no negative marking. So with the same mindset, there is no partial marking also. Okay, you have to get all the answers right. 3 answer choices. Okay. Okay, can you start? A project manager working in a global organization decides to use a low-cost social media platform to exchange. What is the purpose of the platform? To exchange information, knowledge, experience. Okay, and it's a global project, global organization. Okay, which 3 challenges should the project manager be prepared to deal with? Okay, so 3 challenges. Okay, the project manager should be prepared. What all they? Okay, first one. Okay, lack of physical interaction. It's going to be a challenge, correct? Because it's a global project. I don't know, guys, why some of you guys didn't choose. I see some people who jumped into B. Okay, Bharat, you didn't choose A. So it's very clear. No? It's a global organization. Means there will be chances in which you cannot see people. Okay, you may have to interact with them virtually. Lack of physical interaction. Okay. Second one, B, time differences. Exactly. Time zone difference is a major concern, guys. It's a challenge when you work in global projects, correct? Somehow this is a sweet spot for a lot of participants, correct? Indian, this batch, evening batch. Okay. Otherwise, for people from US and all, it will be difficult for them, correct? Some other time. Okay. So time differences is a challenge. Okay. Third one, competing priorities is there everywhere, guys. Okay. So Savita, you have chosen C. Why particularly in this project? Okay, don't choose something which is vaguely related. Okay, competing priorities is there any project. Even if you do a project with physically located people, competing priorities will happen. Okay, lack of funding. Obviously, lack of funding will be there in any projects. Why particularly this project? I'm not getting it. Okay, what are the challenges the project manager should be prepared to deal with? You understood the question? How the project manager should be prepared to face some challenges. So C and D are ruled out. Next, cultural differences. Obviously, when people are working in global teams, you may have to interact with people from different cultural backgrounds. Okay, German, Japanese, Chinese, okay, US. Okay, so that's it. Cultural differences. Clear? A, B, E is the correct answer choice. Quick. If you have a concern, speak up
Vaishnav,
now.
this question is confusing because he decides to use low-cost social media platform to exchange information, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it is
What is the
time
confusion?
differences
It's
when we do international or global projects. Time difference is a given.
correct. That given only they're checking the most fundamental common sense only. It's okay. You have to choose that. Time difference. What all
But
challenges you
what
will
does
face?
it have to do with low-cost social media platform? That is what I'm
Nothing to do.
wondering.
The thing is your focus got shifted. The focus of the question is a project manager working in a global organization. Okay, that's it.
So we have
Which
to be
3
able to
challenges?
separate the noise from the question.
Yes, exactly. Okay, this is just a premises of the question. This is not going to make any call in the answer choices. Okay, the only thing is they are just telling. Okay, the question is which 3 challenges should the project manager be prepared to deal with? Okay, when you are working in a global organization, indirectly that is a question. This is just a decision. Okay, they are just telling. Okay, so which 3 challenges? They never said to deal with this decision. Nothing like that. Okay, so that's the thing. Anything else? Quick.
Okay, so the second line is nothing related to that. This only the project manager is working with the global organizations and how they will handle the or how will
Second
they
got
get this.
nothing to do. See, low cost. How does that matter? Low cost social media platform. It is just a thing. Okay. I'm having a less
Okay.
expensive car. I'm very rich, but I'm having a less expensive car. It can be possible. No. Maybe I don't like cars. Okay. Maybe I'm very humble. I don't want expensive cars. Whatever. It is irrelevant. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Fourth one. So so can I discuss, guys? Sagar and Mandi, did you make a guess, or is there any logic behind it? How did you choose? Sagar, Mandi.
Misaka, I just multiplied the scores with the percentage and then
And
came
then
to a strategy score EMB of 95.
exactly. So this is the topic, guys. I just want to let you guys know. We spoke about risk identification followed by qualitative risk analysis, correct? Followed by that, we spoke about quantitative risk analysis. Okay. After one of the tools was, how many of you have made a note? One of the tools in quantitative risk analysis was, you have to respond, guys. Anyone?
The season tree something.
Decision tree
Oh,
analysis
Yeah,
based on
analysis on
expected monetary value, EMV. Is that
Yep.
clear, guys? So it's a
EMV,
clear
yeah.
case of, yeah, it's a clear case of
EMV.
decision tree. Okay, guys. So you are here. Okay, scenario A. Okay, so sorry, I mean, what is a strategy A? It has got three scenarios. Okay, scenario 1, which is 25%. Okay, scenario 2, which is 50%. Okay, and scenario 3, which is 25%. Is that clear? But the thing is, if you see here, the score associated with scenario F1, first one, what is that? It is 160. Okay, dollar. And with the second one, it is $120. And the third one, it is minus 20. Is that clear, guys? So what you should do, every decision is corresponding with a percentage. This is the outcome of the decision. Is that clear, guys? This one. And this is the percentage. Okay. So what I told you, do you remember, guys, expected monetary value technique? Just like Sagar mentioned, you have to multiply. Okay. And then add it up. That's it. So if you multiply and add it up, you will get it, guys. 0.25 times 160, 0.5 times 120, 0.25 times minus 20. So when you do like that, you will get the answer to $95. Okay, now for going ahead with the decision A, the expected monetary value is $95. What about B? They have told it very clearly, $75. So which one is better? We go with that decision which has got a higher monetary value. Common sense, guys. Okay, so $95. This is the correct answer. Okay, expected monetary value. This type of tough questions are not coming up recently. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I just explained it as part of the flow. Okay, almost from 2018 onwards, we are not seeing this type of question. Okay, this is what the students are telling. But let us learn it. Okay, good. Any concerns? Quick, before I move to the next question. Okay, fifth. Answer is C, right? C is the answer,
Varsha,
exactly.
Please clear the screen.
Yeah, sorry. I thought. Quickly, guys. Can you start? So I can see here, there is confusion between B and C in this batch. Okay, beautiful guys. Okay, at least we could narrow down to the options, correct? The scattering has come down. Okay, people are choosing either B or C. Anyone else? Oh, yes, D. You have chosen D, no? Anyway, let's discuss, okay? So the question goes like this, guys. A project manager is managing a hybrid project, okay, with a fixed time and fixed price agreement, okay? Whatever. Now, the project manager is having difficulty getting the adaptive team to submit their timesheet. So what is the pain point of the project manager, guys? The team members are not submitting the timesheet. That is a pain point. Is that clear? Now, the feedback received from the team, when the project manager checked with the team, they are telling that the work will be delivered every 2 weeks, okay? And no timesheet is required. That is what the team is telling. Is that clear? Don't worry, we will deliver the work in 2 weeks, but no timesheet is required, okay? But however, okay, I want to tell you something important, guys, okay? So I do train for this GMAT, GRE, etc. Okay, so there we give a focus for this word, however. Okay, so however is something which changes the direction of the passage. You got it? So something good followed by however means something bad. You got it? Something bad followed by however means something good. That is a usual trend. Okay, so what is the thing here? The team says that no timesheet is required. Okay, so after however, something contrary will happen. What is that? The PM needs a timesheet to complete a cost assessment of the project. Did you understand the conflict in the question? Team says that no timesheet, PM says that timesheet is needed. Okay, so what approach should the project manager take to ensure all team members submit their timesheet as required? Okay, now first question, first option, no one have chosen A, fortunately. Ask the PMO to ensure team members submit their timesheet. Okay, so good thing, guys, you didn't choose. Okay, I want to explain a mindset to you people. A can be ruled out with a mindset called as PM shying away. Okay, because PM should never shy away from his responsibilities. Ask PMO to do it, ask functional manager to do it, ask HR to get some things done. Is that clear? We guys have to take up things. They don't ask someone, hey, can you do it? That is shying away from your responsibility. Is that clear? With that mindset, now you eliminate it, good job. But I'm telling in future, when you see ask someone like that, no, simply shouldering of the responsibility to a third party, that is not good. Make sense? Gone. Now B, send a weekly reminder to each team member to submit their timesheet. Guys, you are missing one point. People who chose B. The thing is, it's not about reminder. They feel that no timesheet are required. You got it? There's a difference between that. Okay, if you feel that you don't need the requirement of that, it's not a matter of you forgetting. You conveniently forget. You intentionally forget. So people who act sleeping, it's very difficult to wake them up. You got it? Just like that, this is not going to help. Make sense? Now, discuss the timesheet with the team during daily stand-ups and team meetings. That is only thing we can do now. The work project manager, he will make this as part of the agenda. If you guys are not submitting the application, what I will do? I will dedicate one session only for this. Okay, now you open the PMI portal, submit the application, but you guys are doing it very well. Got it? In this batch, I can see a high hit rate of people submitting the application, trying to schedule the exam. Continue this momentum. Okay, follow the other tips also, whatever I said. Questions in a time-bound session, everything. Okay, so you do that. Schedule the sessions. Post this also gets over. Everything you try. Okay, that is ensuring high success rate. Okay, so what I'm telling is this will help you solve the problem. Okay, what about the last one? What just have to chosen? Okay, so just you have raised hand, but only you have chosen D. Okay, so the thing is, change the submission date for the team members' timesheet. That's what I'm telling. It's not about whether the submission happens on a Monday or a Thursday or a Friday. They don't want to do it. Okay, so this is not going to help. Any
So
questions now?
That one was too close to home. I did something similar to D on my last job, but I have a question in terms of actual. So could this specific topic have been covered in the team charter? Like setting the ground
That's a
rules?
good point. Exactly. That's a good connection what Jess is making here, guys. One way he could have done is he will make sure that this is put in there is a better option. That's beautiful. He connected it well. Okay. So one better option will be revisit the team charter. Okay. Incorporate this in the ground rules, like Vijay also have typed in the project, in the team charter, so that it becomes more formal. Okay. See, if you guys are not raising hand and simply disturbing the session, no, then I will make sure I put that into a PPT. I'll put that in a slide and tell, hey guys, whenever I finish the session, please raise hand and talk. Otherwise, it will disturb my flow. It will disturb other participants. Two people will start same time. You guys will tell sorry to each other. It will become a mess. Okay, so don't do that. Raise hand and go in turn. Like that, I will tell. Okay, so like you said, that is a good point. Okay, one beautiful option could have been Incorporate this in the ground rules in the team charter. Beautiful. Can I move on, guys? Sixth question. So there is some clarification needed in this question, guys. Can we start? I think a lot of people have typed in. Okay. So one rule I will tell, guys. Okay, listen. If there is a conflict between product team on one side and legal or compliance team on another side, okay, whom you should support, guys?
Legal only.
Legal.
Exactly. That's it. If you get that, no, this answer question is very easy. There is no need to reach a consensus. Okay, you have to blindly support legal or compliance team. Is that clear? Because product manager is only focusing on the customer requirement. Okay, that's what I said. No, product manager is standing here. He will capture the customer requirement. He will capture the non-functional requirements, legal rules, everything. So if he's telling that that is not needed, okay, how come he know? We need to. Legal is overpowering. Okay, otherwise product will be good, customers will like it, but you cannot launch it in a country if you are not finding the legal constraints matching. Is that clear, guys? So there is no doubt in this. Okay, please, the mindset here is if there is a tug of war between product and legal means I'm writing everything here, guys. Legal or standard or statutory compliance, remember, no, everything, whatever it is, this side wins. Okay, so with that mindset, if you check, guys, what is that? D. Customize the project in order to be in compliance with the restriction. The rest all falls secondary. Is that clear? Use negotiation techniques. No, I don't want to benefit both parties. I'm sorry. Let my product buddy gets offended. Is that clear? Because I need to support the legal team. Okay, that should be your stand. Okay, so none of the benefiting both parties will work. Okay. Now lessons learned. I don't think so. How it will work? It's a conflict between product and legal. Okay. Don't respect product owner's prioritization. Is that clear? Because he overpowers. Okay, this overpowers. Okay, yes, Amol, quick.
Why not lesson learned?
How it will help? See, what is the problem
It will
here, Amol?
help
You are a
because-
product guy.
Hmm.
Okay, and Sunita is a legal guy. Okay, that's it. How it will help? You have to decide how to get out of the situation. Blindly support. Oh, and how are you sure, Amol? I got your point. If you check in lessons learned, will it be written? Support legal. That's what I'm telling. I'm telling a sweeping rule that go ahead and support legal team.
Okay.
Whatever. What if it's a new law? We don't know nothing. Is that clear? It's a new law, maybe. What is the point in checking lessons learned? You have to consider everything. Okay, don't jump into assumptions. Okay. So Amol it's done, no? Next, Ripudaman.
Yes, because it's a conflict. Yeah, I understand your perspective to always support legal in this case. But however, this is a conflict. So in conflict management, we have this, options, have a win-win situation. Yeah. So maybe in this case, use negotiation techniques to obtain an agreement can be a choice. That's why.
Correct. If it is not, that's a valid point from Ripudaman. Imagine it's not legal. Let's say two members are having a difference of opinion. Then you can choose option C, where you sit down with them, get down into a problem solving discussion, conflict resolution, collaborative solution. Sounds good. Very valid point. Okay, understood? If there is no bias, by default, there is no bias, then you can go with conflict management. Okay, valid.
And when we can choose the lesson learned, in which situation?
There is nothing like that. There is a lot of other situations. See, don't ask like that. Okay, it will not come. It depends on the question. Here, anyway, lessons learned is not the best. Okay,
Okay.
it will not work like that, guys. This is not something you can note down. In one thing, I will tell guys today. First 5-6 questions, not 5-6. First 10 questions, you will have a confusion. Okay, don't connect with what is the right question for the wrong choices. You will not end up anywhere. Okay, it is scenario-based questions. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like we are asking. I said no. One thing I will tell: one question's wrong answer choice, maybe another question's right answer choice. Keep in mind. Okay. See, one thing I will tell: it is wrong to murder a person. Correct, but it's not always wrong. For self-defense, we can do. It's subjective. Is that clear? Every PMP question is subjective. We cannot sweepingly tell that this is wrong, this is right. You should do like this. You have to choose between the 4 options, 5 options. Okay, that is the thing. Slowly we'll understand, guys. Okay, hold on. Now, 7th question on the screen. Go on mute, guys. There is background noise. Can you start? Okay, so I can see a confusion in the batch between A and C, and some of you guys have chosen D and B as well. Oh my God, I cannot tell anything. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, an international company is implementing an innovative technology at one of its production plants. Is that clear? It's an MNC global company. It's setting up an innovative technology in one of its plants. Okay, the technology has already demonstrated positive returns at another site. You got it? Just imagine one company. Okay, Volkswagen. Okay, it has set up a unique production facility in Germany. Okay, now they are trying to replicate that in India. Got it? And in Germany, it was giving good positive returns. Are you getting imagining? Now, what should the project manager consider as a key aspect of the successful implementation of this technology in this new site? You got it? Now, when you are the project manager to implement that new production technology in India, what you have to consider as a key aspect for successful implementation? Is that clear? So I want you to connect with this lesson 5, enterprise environmental factors. Do you remember? How whatever is successful in US may not be successful in India. Okay, whatever you did in India in 2020 may not be successful in 2023. Market dynamics would have changed. Okay, people's attitude would have changed. So don't tell that one thing successful there may be successful in another location sweepingly. Is that clear? So let's start. Okay, first A choice. Many people have chosen A. Okay, that is wrong, guys. I want to tell you. Assess the business case to ensure ROI meets or exceeds performance indicators of the first site. Why you guys are crazy about exceeding the performance indicators of the first site? I'm not getting. No one is expecting that. Okay, it may be successful. It would have generated hell lot of revenue in Germany, but it's fine. You check what is the return in India. Okay, you don't worry about competing them in revenue. We are project managers. Is that clear? We don't have to guarantee necessarily a higher performance indicators compared to the first site. No one is forcing you. Okay, so no need to choose A. Okay, there are a lot of other factors. Okay, maybe for a better employee benefits. Okay, maybe for just staying in the market. Okay, to survive in the market, we may do. Our concern is not revenue. Okay, return of investment. Lot of reasons could be there. Okay, so don't jump into the conclusion that it should be better compared to the first project. Okay, so A ruled out. Now B, consult with the technology manager to ensure the technology can fit in the new site. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with B, guys. Many people have chosen B, but what is the pain point? You need to successfully implement this new technology in India. Okay, so that's it. We are talking about the implementation of the technology. Okay, whether the technology will fit or not, all this have been done. Okay, point number 1. Okay, point number 2, don't rely on outside people simply. Okay, I told just now, previous question, do you remember? PM shying away. You do your homeworks well. This is very easy. Okay, when you have a doubt, you will send a message to me. Okay, Isha, can you send me the link to all PPTs? Okay, I'm bound to respond back like that. Okay, that's not a good attitude. Is that clear? You try to find the solutions by yourself. Okay, don't just send out an email or a WhatsApp message to someone else and put the ball in the other court. Okay, there are better choices. Okay, we'll discuss. Okay, C, conduct an information sharing workshop to present the new technology and its benefit to the new site stakeholders. Yes, if you're launching something in a new market, you need to win the heart of those people. Correct. If you launch, let's say any global company, guys, they should consider the impact of the change at the local level. Okay, is that clear? So C sounds very good, guys. That's all. Okay. Now, what about D? Develop the project charter for implementation at the new site using lessons learned from the first site. Okay. The connection is not good. Now, please don't ask me what's wrong in checking the lessons learned. Okay. The thing is, lessons learned is one thing. Why particularly only lessons learned? There are a lot of other things we have to consider when we prepare a project charter. Okay. So I don't know what is so crazy about lessons learned from the first site. Okay, and that too while preparing the project charter. Why not only prepare the charter every time? Okay, while we are planning phase, while we are in the execution phase also, we can apply some of the lessons learned from the previous part. Is that clear? Because of all these reasons, D is ruled out. Okay, so the key takeaway is, please let me finish. What if you consider as a successful aspect for implementation? What is the secret for beautiful implementation? If you want to implement beautifully, if you want to launch successfully, if you want to execute successfully, you need to win the heart of the local people. Okay, to that country where, or to that company where you're incorporating. So C sounds well structured. Any questions, please?
Vishak, the third question, the correct answer, right? Where you're saying you need to be informing the stakeholders and win their hearts, whatever. But you're again in the implementation phase, then why should you go and convince them? They're already convinced, that's why you're in the implementation phase, right?
Need not be. A lot of projects are there. No, while in implementation, only protest will happen. And that day is whom? I'm talking about a lot of stakeholders. Like imagine in your company is based out of a city. Okay, they're going to change the location to another city. You are one of the employees in that office, 1,000 people. The decision would have been taken by your office CEO. Got it. So he is happy. But what about you people? That day is a big day. Okay, the decision would have been taken at the strategic level. The thing is that whenever any project of change, okay, you remember I told one example, no, stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. In that I told you, I myself was a victim of transformation of a software, okay, or what is it, MFG Pro to Oracle. I told one example, no, and I was resistant to that, even if I was part of the project team, because that is the thing. People are resistant to changes. Only people at the top are impressed with the ROI numbers and all. Okay, but people at the bottom may be resistant to change. So you need to win. You need to get those stakeholders in our favor. Okay, that sounds good. C sounds good. If you tell the benefits only, people will be happy to use or to gel into that new technology. Okay. Yes, Rajesh, quick.
Yeah, just to respond to Viju means things that the first implementation successful was at different place, and it is about the new project probably at different location or somewhere we are talking about. So that's why means we have to convince
Exactly. The
others.
previous one, I said no, like that. It was successful in Germany, but we are going to do that in India. So we need to get the buy-in from the people, stakeholders of India. Okay, when I say stakeholders, including the people, the premises. Okay, not just the senior leadership team. Okay, so any other questions or good to go? 8th question, quick. Nothing, no. Okay, 8th one. Okay, good. So a project for accounts receivable system that was recently launched into production received a fine from a regulatory body. Okay, and from a regulatory body means outside body. They received a fine. Okay, and it is recently launched. What was the reason for the fine? Because the system did not comply with local regulation. Okay, what should the project manager have done to avoid this situation? Okay, so this is all this I told no just now, preventive type, correct? So this is a favorite type of question, guys. This is also preventive. What you could have done in a better way, how you could have avoided. Is that clear? So the thing is, I told again one more thing is regulation is part of quality. I said no, requirement / quality has got two things. Okay, one is from the customer, one is from the legal regulation, whatever. Okay, so you have to consider that also. Okay, so define a quality control process. Okay, in that we should have involved this compliance requirement also. Legal, what is that? Comply with the local regulation, something like that. They said no, that also you should have incorporated. That's it. Okay, so the correct answer is B. I'm not sure, guys, how some of you guys said, okay, audit handle. It's not about audit. No need to go to audit. I said no, when to go for audit? When there is a pattern, when there is a erratic numbers, then only we have to go for audit. This is just not incorporating in the quality control. That's it. Something which is part of the regulatory, we have not incorporated in the quality control. That's it. Okay. And then define the risk control management. No, it's got nothing to do with risk. Okay, starting you have chosen A. Okay, nothing related to risk. It's about regulatory. Have you included it as part of quality or not? Got it? And issue log. What is the issue here? The question is asking how you could have avoided. Okay, how you could have avoided by going to the past. Okay, so updating in the issue log is not going to help. Okay, yes, Jess.
So in terms of quality, right? Like usually quality control and quality assessment is based on the requirements, right? So like they're testing based on the requirement.
Yeah,
I choose D because there's just like they should have involved, I guess, a governing body or a governing partner in with at the requirement stage to ensure that they're not offside.
No, the
So-
point is this requirement will involve, see, you said requirement. Okay, so my point is this requirement will come from who all? One is functional requirement, I told you, which comes from the product team. Okay, which is the customer's pain point. And the non-functional will come from the rule of the land. That's what I'm telling. If you're working in automotive sector, you have to abide by the automotive regulatory policies. Okay, if you're working in banking, you have to abide by the banking regulation. If you're in the pharma industry, pharmaceutical standards, food safety and compliance, whatever it is, these two, just don't trust on the customers. That's what I'm telling. Functional is from the product, but non-functional will come from the respective industry in which you belong. Okay, clear?
I would struggle with this question because I'm thinking too much in terms of like this could have been prevented, like to your point, a preventative question, and I don't see how a quality control process would have raised that, because quality control wouldn't proactively bring in those environments.
No. It's about define a quality control process. So that is telling in the previous phase, in the upstream phase. Okay, it's not in the execution phase. Okay, we could have defined. That's what how you could have avoided in the definition time. You could have included all those. Okay. Yes, Amol. Next, quick.
So you meant to say that regulatory body is a third party and that is coming under the quality process, right?
No, it's not coming under, guys. Please understand the language. Regulatory people are there outside. Okay. So what I'm telling is, whenever we define the quality expectations, we need to consider their expectations also. Okay. Not only the customer's expectation, regulatory standard, everything.
So it's a third party, we can say.
It's an outsider. Regulations. Every industry has no telephone regulatory authority, food standards. Every industry has no. Which industry doesn't have any of these? Tell me. They're everywhere.
Okay.
Correct, no? Yeah. Can you move next?
So regulatory body is just checking the quality related things or something, or
No. You are taking the negation. You are taking the reverse. Okay, Amol. That's the problem. I'm telling quality needs to consider the inputs of regulation as well as the customer. That's why I drew like that. Okay. Did you notice? See here. Quality should consider the inputs of customer as well as Non-functional. That non-function is legal, regulatory, all those things. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yes. Next, Saring.
No, I was just gonna add, this will be part of the planning process, correct? To capture the quality process. Or the
Exactly.
initiation.
That is right. So the, like Saring said, no, the better way of rewording it is define this in the planning phase. That's the right thing. This is happening in the planning phase. You could have done that in the planning phase to avoid this situation. Very well. Point. Okay. So moving on to the next one. 8th one is done. Next is the 9th one. Quick. Can we discuss? So I think many of, oh my God, many of you guys, not many of you guys, all of you guys have chosen A. Okay. I can see Punita and Rishikesh have chosen C and Banu also. Brad. Oh, guys, why? Why did you change your mind when I said, oh my God? Did I hint something? Oh, a lot of people choosing C now. What's happening? So can someone tell why did you choose C? Who chose C? C, guys, that's the correct answer. You speak up. Why?
So why did I choose C is because when the question itself is saying that supervisor has made some comments about the ongoing project, which means that the project review meeting has already been done. And the next step looks like is that he has to evaluate the impact of the organization to the project, organizational change to the project. That's what I felt. That's why I chose with C.
Exactly. That's a valid point. See, this guy is always telling that no, some problem is there. Critical comments means that you have already got a chance to review the status to the your supervisor. Okay, so you don't have to again officially host a meeting to explain the key points. The thing is, some change have happened at the organization level, guys. Have you not noticed some people, whatever you submit, they will tell there is a problem. So something has happened. This happens, guys. Someone who have undergone through an acquisition, they will correlate with me. Okay, so whenever your company is getting acquired by a big company, the behavior, the attitude of the big company to the small company employees will be very rude. I'm not telling behaving rudely. They feel like, oh, whatever you guys were doing this many years is foolish. Like that sort of an attitude will be there. What to do? We have to adjust with it. That is getting into the blood automatically. If I am part of the bigger company, I will also behave like that. Okay, that's the attitude. Okay, so smaller company guys have to bear with it. Are you getting that point? So the thing is, like Rishikesh said, no, you have to step out of your comfort zone and you look, hey, what's happening? Why my manager is telling like this for every single thing? Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so this is ruled out. Okay, hold on, let me finish. Apply the new supervisor's recommendations to the project. That is too much of a innocent, guys. Whatever your supervisor is telling, you'll blindly follow. Not good. Okay, gone. Now, D, communicate to the project team that they need to be ready to embrace the change. Why did you guys choose this? D, anyone who have chosen D, what I want to tell you is, your boss is behaving weirdly to you. How does that got you to tell to your team that, hey guys, be ready to embrace the change? I don't get that point. Okay, so that's the reason this is wrong. Now, the right thing is evaluate the impact of the organization change to the project. Why? This happens, guys. Sometimes you kill a product. Okay, do you know if you can't compete with a company, you buy them and kill them. There is strategy like that. Okay, if you cannot compete, that's what is happening. Is they may try to lower your morale, whatever. Okay, so we need to understand. You have to take a back seat and understand why this is happening. Okay, so that is the purpose of this question, guys. Okay, so C is the correct answer choice. I think half chose C, half chose A. I don't know why you guys chose A, but anyway, A is ruled out. Okay, any concerns, anyone?
No, I was just going to add, Vishak, there is that I chose C because the supervisor is a people manager. He has nothing to do as a stakeholder for the project itself. So he doesn't have to be given explanation about the project. The complete ownership stays with the project manager. That's why I
No,
chose C.
we cannot. No, you are right, but we cannot tell like that. Supervisor has got no stake in the project. Okay, everyone can be stakeholders. Okay, my manager, team member, their managers, client, to suppliers, their key managers, line managers, everyone. You see, we cannot define a stakeholder. Someone who is having an interest in the project, good way or bad way. Okay, getting affected or can affect my project is a stakeholder. Okay, so your answer is right, but we cannot tell that. Okay, supervisor doesn't have a stake in the project like that.
Okay. As a people manager, a supervisor is the people manager of the project manager, right? Isn't that what his role is?
We cannot tell like that. See, my boss, if I have a manager above me, obviously he'll be concerned about my project. No, so something he will have. His metric will be based on how I am performing, right? Ultimately.
Okay.
So it's not just a yeah.
I have another
Uh,
thing. I mean, here in the second line, including the project manager's direct supervisor. So he could be director, he could be VP, anyone, but they're staying as
correct.
supervisor. So it's not supervisor, that it should not go by direct supervisor word. They're trying to say it could be director, VP, or anyone.
Exactly. Don't pick up the word supervisor. Very right. Your line above manager. Okay. If you are a project manager, you will be reporting to the head of projects. Obviously, he's your supervisor. He's going to supervise your work. Okay. So he has a vested interest in your work. Okay.
I chose A answer because of this last line, same answer. The project manager feels uncomfortable working with the new supervisor. So that's why I chose A.
No, the thing is, that is the reason. Now, why should you again choose A? If last sentence is your pain point, you are feeling uncomfortable with your boss. In spite of you telling the status, he keep on making critical comments. So it's not the problem that you didn't update him of the status. Something else. So
No,
again,
but
don't tell
the-
that, okay, hold a meeting. That is what Rishikesh also tried to convey. No, so we don't know whether you tried to set up a meeting or not. So, and still he's making a critical comment. That means whatever you do, he will tell like that only. Okay, that is the loop here. It's not that he's not aware of what you are doing. Okay, he is aware of what you are doing, but still his stand is same. He always makes critical comments. Okay.
So
Yes.
So clarification to that is like, so in practical scenario, if the boss is like uncomfortable, you keep a meeting and you actually clarify the comments, right? Because the last line says that he didn't understand the situation as well without really understanding the situation. So you have the key points and you need to actually clarify with the supervisor. So I thought A would be the answer. And my next question is,
I got it. See, the only support for A is this statement without really understanding the situation. But I can tell you a hell lot of other things. Okay, see other things which I can point out is aggressive working style. Okay, critical comments. Okay, and then feels uncomfortable. This much is hinting that it's not about just not really understanding the situation. Beyond that, I agree to your point, but that is only playing a small factor. There are a lot of other things. There is a difference between not understanding and don't want to understand. What if it's don't want to understand? Looking at the yellow highlighted thing, it looks like don't want to understand. Okay, not like really not understand.
I don't understand the C point. Sorry, I have one more question to that. So, what is the correct answer means? Evaluating the impact of the organizational. So, what do we? Okay, we evaluate, but it's not going to end up in anywhere, right? Like, what does it mean?
Good question. Good question. See, the thing is, it need not end up in anywhere. The thing is, what should the project manager do next? Very valid point. I forgot to tell that she brought this up. This is a favorite thing in the PMP. Okay, what next necessarily need not solve. Okay, need not solve. Note it down. Okay, it's just the first step. Okay, why your boss is behaving like that? He's a new boss. Why he's behaving like that? He's from the company which acquired your company. Got it? So when you step out and have a look at the journey, you will understand something is unusual. Okay, all your existing projects are considered as low value. Why? Till last month before the acquisition, my CEO was appreciating. Now this month, the new CEO is telling that no, you have to shut down your project. Why? Because they don't value. It's something like that, guys. So you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. That is what is this question expecting.
Okay.
But we
So
will not
please,
have that much time to.
I had also choose A, and actually C I am not, means I'm not that much convinced with C, because it may create a mindset that you have to ignore your supervisor comment, because the changing management can happen very frequently. It's not a big deal that your upper level management got changed and it happened.
no.
And if
Organization change. It's not about just your manager changing. That is a one in a rare.
I'm top management means complete things. If it can happen means like nowadays that all the above management got changed, and if we are always in this mindset that we have to evaluate their thinking on our project instead of convincing them or pass the message that why we are doing this.
No. That is what I'm telling. Hold on. We are not telling that we are not passing on the message. It's the first thing. That's why I focus. No, when Mahalakshmi also said it, this is not going to necessarily solve the problem. Please note down. Need not solve. This is coming again in PMP, guys. Okay, it is the first thing you have to choose. Full stop. I'm not expecting a solution. This question is not expecting you to get a solution to the problem. What is the first thing you should do? Okay, this is coming again also, guys. Many questions you will see. What is the first thing? Okay, what is the first thing? Please note it down, guys. First thing need not solve the problem. Okay, my classic example when I tell this is, okay, imagine in a product development project, okay, you noticed a small spark or a fire catching up. Okay, what is the first thing a project manager should do? Can you tell? Should I repeat the question? In a product development project, a project manager noticed a small fire in the product. It's starting. Okay, what is the first thing the project manager should do? It's a funny question. Okay, answer smartly. Funny.
Impact on our project, maybe. No?
Before that, that is
Put the fire out.
Step back and
no,
understand.
Put the fire.
partially. No.
Evacuate.
Capture that in the issue log, guys. It's an issue,
Yeah.
no? You have to capture that in the issue
Document it.
log. Okay. Someone said do an impact analysis. That comes next. First, you should capture that in the issue log. You have to document it, and then you study the impact of that issue. Okay. And then the response plan will be go and find out a fire extinguisher. Is that clear? So it comes third. Now don't ask a question, okay, Visha, capturing that in the issue log, will it help to extinguish the fire? No, but that's the first thing you should do. I know it's an exaggerated example, but hope you guys got the intent. Is that clear, guys? First thing need not solve the problem, guys. They are checking your next step. That's it. Okay. So that's what, no, like Rishikesh said, this you cannot choose, because what if you have already done it? Okay, has made a critical comment. Okay, what if you have done all this and still he's behaving like this? What will you do? So the loop is getting infinite. Okay, that's why I said don't choose A. Clear?
Already meeting is done.
Already, what if already meeting is done? Okay, we don't know. Okay.
And you already made the comments over there.
Yeah. Next, Jess.
I've used this type of analysis to enhance, I guess, a soft skill where if they're looking to, I guess, change a direction, like this type of analysis has been helpful in terms of the art of not saying no, right? So if they want to change a direction of the project, like I would use information about the project to either steer them in the direction of saying, oh, okay, never mind, maybe my idea wasn't the best after all. So it's good to understand how they're going to impact the project so that you can kind of steer them in the right direction using soft skills versus just blatantly saying, yeah, that's not a good idea, or no, or to kind of read what the next steps are to your point. And I like that you articulated that the next step isn't necessarily to solve, but it's another next step towards the next step after that, right? So it's just it's all chess moves at this point.
Exactly. Okay. So moving on, guys, further. So let me clear the screen. 10th question. Okay. Can you discuss? So the question goes like this, guys. A project manager has started developing a plan for a new project. That means he's just in the planning phase. Okay. During the first planning meeting, okay, the stakeholders ask about the project's value and how it relates to the organization goals. Okay. How many of you remember, guys, whenever someone is asking regarding the value of the project, how it is aligned with the organization goals, where will you have the details?
Charter, business case.
Project chart.
Business case. No, she's right. Business case. But unfortunately, that option is not there. Is that clear, guys? Business case is not there in the options. So what is the next possible document which can help with all those details?
Project charter.
Project charter.
Project charter. Okay, please remember the thing I said, guys. Business case is addressing the big question of why are we doing this project? What is the value addition? If not, to a certain extent, the why part of the need of the project will be conveyed in the project charter as well. Okay, so those stakeholders, you have to show them the project charter. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so referring to the scope management plan is not going to help. Some of you guys have chosen A. Okay, scope management plan is only about how are you going to execute the project scope. Okay, the bigger question is what is the value of the project? That won't be there in option A. Is that clear? Now option C, no one. Oh, Shaheen, you have chosen. See, invite the sponsor, guys. Please don't trouble the sponsor. Okay, I want to give a very respected position for sponsor. Okay, for all the small things. Okay, if you start inviting the sponsor, he will not like it. So my mindset is don't trouble the sponsor. Note it down. Don't trouble sponsor or any senior leadership team. Okay, very rarely only you should choose the weapon called as escalation. Is that clear? Don't trouble. Is that clear? Have you noted down, guys? Please. This people who chose C, even if you got it right, note down my mindset. Okay. Don't ever trouble the sponsor simply. Okay. Now, last, ask the project manager office to provide necessary documentation. That is shying away. I told no PM shying away from the responsibilities. Okay. So PM shying away from responsibility. That's why this is wrong. Okay. Why this is wrong? Don't trouble sponsor. Any questions? Quickly raise hand.
Hello.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, so the scope management plan, after that we will have a business case document, right?
What are you telling? How can scope management plan after that business case will come? Business case is the first document. Birth of an idea of a project happens in a business case.
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah. Whoever have noted down the particular day, I would have explained. No, business case is addressing the big question of why, followed by project charter. If you remember that day session, okay, please help those people who made the option A wrong. Scope management plan comes very later. Okay, business case is the first document. Okay, which is addressing the big question of why. Okay, guys, please note it down. Okay, but anyway, business case is not there. So the next possible closest answer is project charter. Okay, Jess, you have anything? You're on mute.
Oh no, sorry. My hand was up from the last question. I'll just lower it. Thank you.
Okay. It would have been raining now. Okay. So moving on to the next question. How did you guys score in a scale of 10?
5.5.
5?
Yeah.
What was the
5.
question?
50, 57. How did you guys score in this first 10 questions? We need to benchmark against yourself, okay, so that you should improve.
Okay.
6.
I did 5.
9.
50%.
Aditya and Deepak, very good. 9. Okay, did you guys go through any other recordings of mine? Any tips you have to share with others?
No, I'm just doing a calculation and then answering. So I just got one question wrong.
That I understood. Why? Not that how you got 9 out of 10. How? Why? Is there anything? Did you go through recordings of something else or any specific mindset you have to share with the team? Okay.
No, because actually, I'm actually in my company, I work as a PM as well as a PO, and oftenly discuss a lot of things with stakeholders and with the teams.
Got it.
So mindsets are very well known to me. So I keep on judging based on my assumptions, not on anything.
And
Good,
for
good,
me,
good.
like,
Fantastic.
yeah, so I'm also right now working as a project coordinator in the project management. And as I told you that I have done my master's in project management. So I have pretty much
Okay.
mindset like what are the scenario.
Great, fantastic. Okay, guys, one thing I would say, people who have scored 5 above, no, that's pretty decent score. Okay, provided you are ready to go through the other stuff which I've put here. Okay, you know, right? I told you about this quest folder. If you attempt these quests in a time-bound manner, and then you go through the recording, you will be able to reach. Okay, so next, please try to do it. Okay, tomorrow, and before you come for the session, if you have some time, try to go through some other quest recordings and build your confidence. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so let's move to the 11th question. Hope you guys are maintaining an error log. Okay, people who got 4, you should know why your 6 questions were wrong. Quick. How much time?
Yeah.
Can you start? Okay, so the question is question number 11. Okay, project manager is leading a remote home office implementation. Okay, the project manager is surprised. Okay, with early signs of resistance from key stakeholders in the organization. Okay, this much is enough, guys. Where you guys have heard this word? You people tell me. Resistance, stakeholders, where? Where? What is the name of that thing, guys? I
Stakeholder
told.
engagement.
Stakeholder
Analysis.
and stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. Okay, that's the topic. Okay, so no, stakeholder analysis is a trap. Okay, don't fall for that. Okay, stakeholder engagement assessment metrics, that's where we have spoken about resistance. Okay, and then the key stakeholders strongly disagree with the change and will require more persuasion than the project manager originally expected. So what is that connecting to? Do you remember I told something about power interest grid? Some stakeholders need more persuasion. A, B, C, D, 4 quadrants. You go and check your slides, guys. Power interest grid comes in stakeholder mapping. So these 2 words are very straightforward, guys. It is there in my slides, stakeholder management. Okay, check that. Stakeholder metrics and stakeholder map. This is a very straightforward question. Okay, so while I explained power interest grid, I told you this is a stakeholder mapping. You map. Okay, so Rajkumar is this stakeholder. Okay, Vijay is this stakeholder. Okay, Jess is another stakeholder. Later I'll put them in different quadrants. Okay, that is what we call as mapping. So the correct answer is A and D. Clear?
Say A and D as in doll.
A and D. Do you have a doubt? It should be B. Lakshmana? It is never B, because B will only convey what is the WBS, who is going to do the WBS. Okay, RACI chart will convey what? Who is going to take up? Okay, so it's definitely not B. This
I think
is
most
no
of
such term as a.
A and C.
Huh?
How about C?
Yeah, C. How about C?
There is nothing like that. That's what I'm telling. No, which tools and techniques. You check my slides, guys. Okay, I have told about stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. You check the slides, you will understand. That is one slide. The very next slide is stakeholder mapping. That's it. It's a straightforward question. There is nothing like stakeholder analysis and all. Okay, one is mapping, one is engagement assessment. That's it. That's why I said it's a very straightforward question. Clear?
Why wouldn't we want to use the engagement map in terms of like they're not supportive, but more their desired is supportive and all that stuff? Because
Exactly. So we can have a look. No, see, early signs of resistance. He's surprised. So when he have a look, no, he will understand, oh, this is okay. Anyway, it is mentioned that they will be resistant. Like that, you will get a feel. So your surprise will be reduced. That's it.
Okay.
Got it?
And the engagement map would have been created beforehand, I'm guessing.
Which one? There is nothing like engagement map. The correct
Okay.
answer is A and D. Please be careful, guys. This is check your slides, guys. People have doubt. I told you, first slide is stakeholder engagement assessment metrics. My second slide is stakeholder mapping. It is coming back to back. Okay. In our topic of stakeholder management. Okay. Please check that. Okay. You have to go through the recordings. Okay. So if you guys are making mistake in this, now moving to the 12th question. Hold on. Yes, 12th. Okay. Can you start? So the question goes like this, okay, guys? An agile project is in its last iteration. Okay. During the daily stand-up, the team realized this. Oh my God, they will not be able to complete all the activities that were planned for this sprint. That means in the project is consisting of multiple sprints. In the last sprint, they feel that whatever they have planned for in that sprint, they will not be able to complete. Okay, they realize in the daily stand-up. Okay. Now the team members have got a contingency plan, how to get out of it. Is that clear? So can they just execute the contingency plan? No, because ultimately, who is the watchdog of the product? Is it necessary? Can we skip it? If you are adding it, if you have to mandatorily do everything in the plan, you may need more resources. You may add cost. Who is supposed to take a call? It is the
Product owner.
Product owner. Okay, so you check the plan sounds good, but you check with the product owner, boss. This is what our plan. It will cost another $75, or this will take another one more sprint. What do you think? That is what is a contingency plan. Okay, you have to get it approved by the product owner. Okay, now this is a very vague thing, guys. What do you mean by stakeholders? Okay, Vivek, you have chosen. Stakeholder is a very broad term. I told, no, don't choose that simply. Okay, now with the project sponsor, no, we don't bypass. Okay, for a team and a scrum master, the first point of contact is always the PO. The PO can maybe take it up to the sponsor. Okay, so don't bypass. Okay, you have to route it through the product owner. Okay, and execute the contingency plan immediately. No, Abhishek, you have chosen D. Someone should accept it. No, what if that comes with a additional responsibility, additional cost? Nothing will come for free. If you're executing the plan, either the cost may shoot up or more people may be needed. Who is going to endorse that? Okay, so don't just blindly execute the plan. Okay, makes sense? Can you move on? No more hand raises, I think. 13th one. Can you start? So I can see now the options are more narrowed down by you guys. Wonderful. There is a confusion between A and D, and Rajesh and Yuvraj have chosen C. Oh, they have chosen B. Okay. Anyway, majority have chosen A and D. Is that clear? That's a good news. Okay. At least you guys are narrowing down. Let's discuss. Okay. So first, while executing a critical iterative phase of a project, a problem previously identified as a risk just became an issue. You know, right? Issue has got two parents. You know, right? One is something which you anticipated may happen. It happened. That is also an issue. Something which you didn't anticipate happened. That is also an issue. You got it? It has got two predecessors. Okay. So something which you anticipated happened. That is a non-risk getting converted to an issue. Something which you didn't anticipate, if it happened, it's an unknown risk. It's an issue. Is that clear? Anyway, something which you previously identified happened, okay, which has halted the progress. Okay. Now, after entering the new item in the issue log, what should the project manager do next? Okay, so the thing is, this issue has been captured in the issue log. Is that clear? What next? Did you see here? What next? I said, no, this is a favorite type of question. Okay. So anyway, you've captured it in the issue log. Next, what you should do, guys? Whoever is the right person who can potentially solve the issue, talk to them and get it resolved. Common sense, no? Once you log in an issue log, what next? Whoever is the right person, reach out to that person, tell about this issue, get a resolution. That's it. So now let's check the option. Increase communications and involve stakeholders in the resolution whenever necessary. Diplomatically, they have told whatever I told in a very polite way. Yes, sounds really good. I don't find any problem. Only when you have a problem, we'll talk more often. Okay. Otherwise, we'll just pick up the phone and tell here all are good. Hope everyone is good there. Correct. There is a periodicity there. When something unusual happens with our friends and relatives, then we call them more often. How is your vitals now? How is your health now? Are you getting? So only when issue, you may communicate more and you may involve more people if required. Okay. So A is the correct answer. Now, hold on, guys. I will explain other answer choices. Change the communication management plan and assign ownership to a team member. No. Okay. First thing, that is shying away from the responsibility. Is that clear? I said no. What you can do is a question. Simply assigning an ownership to a team member, anyone can do. Is that clear? First of all, you don't need a project manager there. Please be careful. You have to unlearn your mindset. This a robot can do. An AI chatbot can do it. If there is an issue, assign it to a team member. Why do you need an intellectual and emotionally intelligent project manager? Not needed. Is that clear? Then escalate the issue within the team during the next retrospective meeting. Okay. The thing is, why do you have to be so complacent? Why do you have to wait for the next retrospective meeting? Okay. What if it's super emergency, that confirmed issue? We don't know the gravity. Let's say it was identified on a Tuesday of a 3-day sprint, a 3-week sprint, first Tuesday of a 3-week sprint. So we will wait for the 3rd week Friday for the retrospective to happen. We don't know the gravity, so don't be so reactive. Okay. Lastly, add the issue to the product backlog to bring it into focus during the current sprint. Two things are there. First thing, we don't add issues to the product backlog. We'll convert that into meaningful features. Is that clear? Issues are not, product backlog is not a dumping place for adding everything. Okay. First of all, if it is an issue, we have to convert that into a meaningful product feature. Point number 1. And then point number 2, we don't disturb the current sprint, even if you add that in the product backlog. Is that clear? We don't disturb an ongoing sprint. So that is also gone. Any questions? Shoot. Just you have chosen D. Shripad also D. Okay, please be careful. Okay. A lot of people have chosen D. This is very clearly eliminatable.
Yeah, yeah. I noted my error as soon as I typed it because I should know this. Like you can't simply just bring an item into the current sprint unless it's urgent, right? So
Yes. Unless it is super urgent. Why urgent?
Yeah.
See, if it is super urgent only. If it is urgent, we'll do it in the next sprint. If it is super urgent, we'll do it in the, we'll disturb the current sprint. Okay. Please be very careful.
My question: if it is halting the progress of it, so isn't it like a become urgent?
It's okay, but the thing is, you add it to the product backlog, but the remaining call is not done by you, project manager. That's what I'm telling. We don't disturb an ongoing sprint. Let the product owner decide. No, the question is asking what should the project manager do next. So 2-3 things are wrong with D. First is adding it just as an issue without even checking with the product owner. Okay, product owner is a watchdog of the product backlog, not anyone else. Okay.
I had choose C, but I agree with A. And the first itself, it is saying that whenever it is necessary, if the stakeholder is saying to resolve this right now, then can we add it to a sprint and can be resolved that way also, right? So
Stakeholder means the all team members, including the PO as well.
No, I didn't get it. Well, what is that? Where is it there? Stakeholder.
Involve the stakeholders, no? So
Ah,
involve the
correct.
stakeholders.
It is a very it's a blanket keyword. Exactly. It can be
Yes,
anyone.
so
Correct.
it's include the team members plus PO and all things. So the all will do the communication between the all team members, and PO will
Exactly.
decide or team will decide that it is necessary for this sprint or the next sprint.
Exactly. Okay. So moving on to the 14th
project
one.
manager will not resolve the issue, no. Project manager just communicated with
his job is sort of facilitation, okay, involving the right people. Okay, don't expect a resolution from the PM. Got it.
So add the issue
Next.
in the product backlogs. That is also not correct. So he will not add.
Oh,
Okay, moving to the.
You know what I was thinking? You know, when this happened, you said like involve all the stakeholders. I thought this is not the first line of resolution we should do. I thought we should talk to the team first, then only we start involving all the stakeholders. It could be, right?
See, that is the problem. See, Prax, I want you to look at the last half also. Involve stakeholders whenever necessary. So your answer is right. Maybe it is just the team. Stakeholder is a diplomatic blanket keyword, guys. I told no. Your supplier, your team members, your boss, you yourself, customer, government, everyone can be stakeholders. Okay, so they have diplomatically used like that. Okay, whenever necessary, clarifies your doubt. Maybe it's just the team. Okay.
Makes sense.
Please, guys, many people use stakeholder in a wrong context. Okay, unlearn it. Okay, at least you clear PMP. Anyone who has a getting affected or can affect our project is a stakeholder. Now moving to 14th one. Please come in the video, okay, guys, home server. Don't just sit back and relax. Please turn on your videos and be there. Think, guys, this is sort of a preventive type of question, please. Okay, can you start? So the question goes like this. Okay, the thing is, a key project stakeholder showed interest in the beginning of a complex agile project. It's a key stakeholder. He showed interest in the beginning, but has become less involved as the sprint has progressed due to his additional responsibilities. Is that clear? He was active in the initial phases of the project, but then he became less involved because he was pulled into something else. Okay, few sprints later, this guy again emerged. Okay, not with a good cause. Okay, he showed interest initially, but now he's behaving weirdly. He rejected a feature deliverable. That means what? You can understand, guys. He has the power to reject a feature deliverable. Is that clear, guys? This much? Now, if you remember, I keep telling one famous movie quote, guys, in the session. There is a relevance of that. I believe in that. With great power comes great responsibility. So if this guy is having the power to reject a feature deliverable, then you should have involved. You should have troubled him. Okay, in the earlier phases also. Come on, join. Is that clear? Because one fine morning he's coming and showing his power, no, by rejecting a deliverable. So he has got a responsibility also to build the acceptance criteria in the early phase. Are you getting? Okay. He should have been involved in the early stage whenever the expectations was clarified clearly. Okay. Now the poor team is reworking the rejected deliverable for the next sprint. Poor team. Correct? Because he's so powerful. What should the project manager have done to avoid the situation? Are you getting, guys, again, preventive type of question? Are you getting a feel what I'm telling? How this situation could have been prevented? Okay. Now, first thing, documented the project vision and objectives. No, ruled out. We are talking about that powerful stakeholder he rejected. So how he should have been involved in the earlier stage. Is that clear? So this is not going to help. Next one, analyze the changes in the stakeholder attributes. Nothing changed. His attributes also didn't change. Only thing is he was busy. Did you see here? He became less involved because he was stuck with additional responsibilities. Okay. Now he came to know and said that, oh my God, this is not what I wanted. I'm rejecting like that. It's not that his mindset changed or anything. Okay. Next one, involve the key stakeholders in the decision-making process. Yes. Whenever we are deciding, boss, this is what we are going to do in the next 2 sprints, 3 sprints, that meeting he should have been there. Got it? Not that he come at the end and tell, no, this is not what I expected. Okay. So you should have ensured that he is mandatorily there in the earlier meetings where his approval is needed. Now he's rudely, smoothly rejecting. So he has that power. Okay. So he has a responsibility also to set the expectations very well. Okay. If he's forgetting, you have to follow. Okay. So that's why C is the correct answer. Okay. Now D, customize the stakeholder communication based on stakeholders' needs. So people who have chosen D, the problem is not with communication. The problem is the expectations of the right people were not captured at the right moment. So they are showing their power in the last moment. Is that clear? That's the reason D is wrong. Please, Jeff.
I was thinking that we needed D for C, right? So like, I felt that C was one of the correct answers in my head. Is just more if they're not interested, like how am I going to get them involved in a meeting in the decision-making process, right? So I was thinking like if we tailored or marketed the communication to that person to keep them engaged, they'd be more inclined to joining. So that I guess I overthought that one, but
yeah.
Ultimately,
it's not about
C is
engagement.
the answer, but
Yeah. It's not about engagement. It's about he should have been there when the requirements were clearly jotted down. Okay. Or you should have ensured that he's there. You as a project manager. Okay. Yes, Sarink.
I think the key where I took from the question was key stakeholder, and also where it says rejected a future deliverable. So that kind of tells me that he has a power, and he was not involved, but he was able to make these decisions that really impacts the project. So that tells me that he should have been engaged more to ensure that what his expectation was for the project. I guess that's what I got from it.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So with great power, great responsibility. Like I said, if he has a power, he should be responsible enough to give a vision to the team. This is the expectation, like that. Okay. Very correct. Next, Prats.
Yeah. So when you say key project stakeholder who is able to reject deliverables for future, are we talking about product owner now here, or who is this? Who is this key?
Product owner, business owner, someone, sponsor, anyone. Okay, client manager from the client team, anyone, guys. Okay, we don't worry about it.
Are we saying that if there is they're going to build a product and anybody can reject, those big people, big shots, they can reject any feature?
So the designation doesn't matter. The thing is they have the power. If someone can reject, that means it's not anyone can. Someone, guys, we are not sure of that. So that's what the thing. Okay, Prats. So one thing I want to tell here, don't worry about the designation. This is a question which is attacking your people skills. Process skills, not your people skills. Okay. So when the question is attacking your process skills, don't worry too much about what could be the potential designation.
No, I'm trying to think in the real scenario, who could
in a real world, I would say it's a product owner, business owner, sponsor, someone from a representative from the client, okay, who is not attending your meetings frequently, but one fine morning he's rejecting the deliverables. Okay, so anyone.
Vishak, I have a suggestion. most of the time, like there is two different stakeholders. One is key stakeholder, and normally, like when we call a stakeholder, that could be anyone from project or from client side. But when the question insists like key stakeholder, that will be almost most of the time it will be a client. Is what my
Okay.
understanding.
Client, no, don't worry, client, someone who badly needs the project, who has the power. It can be an internal requirement also. Okay, so keep it general, guys. Okay, I don't want to give a specific thing. I would love to make it general. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense? Yeah. Any more questions? Is there something in the chat? But why not A? If everything is documented, he cannot reject, right? The thing is, he didn't sign off initially. That's what I'm telling. Okay. So that documentation he didn't sign. That's what I'm telling, guys. Are you getting the point? He should have been held accountable at the earlier stage. It didn't happen. Okay. Now he's showing his power. That's all. Okay. Can you move on next? Yeah. So next question number 15 on the screen. Okay, I think all of you guys, many of you guys have chosen the sequencing right, but some of you guys have chosen BCD as well, okay, which is wrong. Okay, so the correct sequence is A, B, C. Very straightforward. Okay, the company's leadership team have decided to invest in a new product using an agile approach. Just decided to invest. Okay, that's a very early stage. Okay, the commercial and the product teams have started the planning activity for this new venture. Just started. Okay, commercial team means what? The product team. Are you getting? Yeah, commercial and the product team. Okay, so which three factors does the project manager need in order to deliver this product? If you want to deliver the product, you need to know what you want. Okay, so first thing is product vision. Very high level stage, guys. Whenever we are starting a project, no, we'll have something called as product vision. This is how we are expecting. Okay, like that. That is what is a product vision. Okay, so that should be there. Second one, product roadmap. Okay, so vision is more of a statement. Okay, guys, roadmap is more by 2024. This is what we are trying to have these many features. By 2027, we are expecting these many features. By 2028, like this. That is what is a product roadmap. Okay, and if possible, a high level product backlog. Cut the word high level, guys. If you have a product backlog, you will get a clear idea what are you supposed to deliver. Simple. Okay, now key performance indicators is a way to measure the once everything is ready, to measure the performance of the team. You got a KPI of the team, KPI of the project. That comes later. Okay, once A, B, C are defined, then only we start thinking about KPI. Okay, so the question is indirectly asking to define KPI, what do you need? So that is A, B, C. Okay, and then is there anyone in this batch who chose E? No one, no? Oh my God, Mandeep, you chose E? That is too bad. Who else have chosen E? You need to go through my EVM topic again. E is schedule performance index, no? It got nothing to do with this, okay, agile. Schedule performance index is used in earned value management, which is strictly used in prediction. Is the loop clear, everyone? So E is ruled out. Okay. Got it.
When will the SPI comes into picture?
SPI is not at all related to this. SPI, CPI, schedule variance, cost variance, everything we use in EVM, earned value management, which is strictly applicable in plan-driven projects.
Got it.
Yeah. Don't forget, okay, that consists of 6 formulas, okay. This is just one formula, just to test. Okay, so this should have been sweepingly eliminated, okay.
So the correct answer is A, B, and D?
C.
C.
A, B, and
C, right?
C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because to define KPI, you need this 3. Okay, key performance indicator is a way to measure team's performance. Okay, so for that you should know a clear idea. What do you need? Okay, so A, B, and C is the correct sequence. Okay. So what we'll do, I think Vijay have already proposed. Okay, let's follow his instruction. Okay, so we'll split for a 12 minutes of break. Okay, does that sound good? Okay.
I have a question when we go on break.
What is that?
No, for tomorrow, I can only stay for the first hour. What time are we going to be doing that picture? I'd like to be present for that. If we can do it at the beginning, that would be awesome.
I think it's after 1 hour. Agile team comes somewhere right now. Okay, that's really sad. Maybe I'll ask them to come early. Okay, tomorrow nothing much is there, guys. Okay, nothing much means I'm pretty much confident. I will be just telling some overall tips. Okay, overall mindset setting. Okay? By today's session, your how to attempt PMP is done. Okay, so the next thing is you have to go through the recording. I will guide you. Okay, like the remaining batches, how exactly. Okay, all these things. Okay, plus I need to motivate you people. Like the remaining all these recordings you have to go through. Okay, and then you have to give the exam quickly. That's it. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so how exactly we can do. Okay. Anything else? Yeah.
Hey, Visak,
Yeah.
are you able? So, are we gonna have these quizzes on recording for today's session?
This is getting recorded, no? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything is getting recorded. Okay, you will get it. Okay. But I would say for your practice, you check these quizzes. Okay, mock 1, mock 2. This is
sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, and then you develop a plan. I told all of you guys, you work with each other. Okay, do quizzes together. That will work beautifully, guys. Trust me. Okay, mock quiz 1, you discuss together next week, same time. Okay, if you guys are well a synchronized team, you can discuss a lot of good points. Okay, maybe someone would have gone through my video. They are better getting my mindset, everything. Okay, so try to do that. Okay, clear? No, we can split for a break. Okay, yeah. So question number 16. Okay, on the screen. Hope all of you guys are back.
Yes.
Question number 16. Come in the video, guys, please. Guys, simply don't choose something which you don't know or I don't know, guys. Okay, that is the simplest tip I can tell. Okay, you understood, no? So I think you can eliminate C. Okay, so I never spoke about it, guys. Technical depth and all. Maybe you're from the technology background. You may use it day in, day out. Okay, so that's not the thing. Okay. Okay, can we start? A startup is in early stage. It has been acquired by a major company. Okay, small company has been acquired by a bigger company. Okay, in light of this new scenario, the project manager has been requested to review the project's roadmap. Okay, so what is the path ahead? Okay, so at this juncture, please understand that the small company has been acquired by this big company. Okay, what should the project manager do? Okay, first one, determine the definition of value with the stakeholders and reprioritize the project's backlog accordingly. First of all, I want to tell you guys, this question is messed up. Okay, because there is nothing like a project roadmap. There is product roadmap. Point number one, but we cannot blame them. Okay, let them come up with their own fancy terms. You have to swim along with them. Is that clear? The people who put the question. Second one, there is nothing like definition of value. There is definition of done, definition of ready. Okay, ultimately, what is this question asking? Whatever project you are doing, is it adding value to the company? If not, you reprioritize it. Simple. Okay, don't get into the details of this word project backlog and all. There is nothing like that. Is that clear? Are you getting the essence of this? You check your project's path and you see and you try to reprioritize it accordingly to address this acquisition. So A sounds very well drafting that intent. Okay, guys, so A is the correct answer. Now, reprioritize the product backlog by prioritizing those features that maximize the ROI. Why suddenly you have a concern on ROI? People who chose B, is it because of the acquisition? Is that clear? So there is no particular fantasy infatuation towards ROI. Okay, so ruled out. Now, reprioritize the roadmap by focusing on long-term benefits and reducing the technical debt. I don't know why you guys have chosen C. Okay, what is the point in focusing on long-term benefits? And what is this technical debt? And how does reducing the technical debt that help us in this acquisition scenario? I'm not sure. Okay, so you guys have to tell. Okay, and lastly, launch a customer survey to better evaluate the key project features prior to reprioritizing. Okay, why are you bringing new dimensions? Okay, Sangeeta, you have chosen. Punita, you have chosen D. The characters here are my company and the original major company. That's it. Why are you bringing this customer survey and adding one more dimension? Okay, that's the thing, guys. Simple. Think very simple, straightforward. Okay, now speak up, guys.
So,
People who chose
Zach,
C and D. Yeah.
yeah, I choose day in one sense because they say early stage, right? So it's very early. We don't know, right? That's why I thought might be they need to do a survey to understand it.
But where are we right now? The situation is it has been acquired by a major company. Now, how that acquisition affects your project? That's it. Got it.
So I chose C because I work for a bank that used to acquire other banks in other countries. And the term technical that I'm familiar with, which is why I chose it. But at the same time, like if our project is already trying to build something that this larger company already has, for example, like why continue the investment in that project if we're acquiring, let's say, the features that already exist, right? So that's why I chose C. Because like
no, hold on. See, just in that case, you should have chosen A, no, because that's where you are reprioritizing. What if the company, I agree. What if you are doing, okay, this has got a lot of things, okay. What if this is already there in this bigger company? Why do you want to reinvent the wheel? So that is more pointing towards A, no. Why D?
Totally.
Why C?
No, totally.
Yeah.
So just quick note, right? So I also have made 2 or 3 errors based on my current experience. So as Vaishak keeps mentioning, you have to unlearn what we have learned and learn from the PMI point of view.
Yeah.
So what is this debt, if anyone? Technical debt?
A technical debt is the number of stories that have not been completed, features not completed yet.
Okay. Reducing the
yeah.
Okay. But how does that help in this acquisition
It does not
situation?
help because it does not help. We cannot reduce the technical debt based on prioritization. It needs a lot more discussion on how many features we have and which are the features that we are decommissioning.
Okay.
So this doesn't help.
Also, the broader definition of technical debt is when you're investing in, let's say, outdated technology or embarking on a project that's going to have to be reworked in a short period of time as well, or that you'll have to come back to and rework for whatever reason. Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. No, any other comments? Anyone? So the correct answer here is A. Okay, guys. A. This is the right answer. So moving on to the next question. Is it? Yeah.
I'm not doing so well on the next 10. I was good on the first 10.
Yeah. No problem. Okay, it will fluctuate. Okay, so let's get the mindset. Okay. Yeah, 17th. Very easy, guys. Quickly, you should answer. Guys. Why make this? Why you guys are making mistake in this question? I'm not getting. This has been told multiple times. An unforeseen issue, unpredicted risk. It is unknown risk. Okay, it is management risk. There is no doubt in this, guys. This is a 10-second question, and there is no chance that you should make this wrong. Okay, people who made it wrong, please refer to the cost module as well as the risk module. Okay, both of them you have to brush up. Okay, unforeseen issue is nothing but unknown risk. So you pull funds from the management reserve. Full stop. Okay, can we move on further? Next, 18th one. Okay, so this is a simple question, guys. Question number 18 on the screen. Okay, it's a cute question, but you can go wrong. Okay, so which tool or technique should the project manager use to achieve the milestone before extreme weather begins? So are you getting, guys? So that means, let's say we are in a construction project. Okay, so we need to achieve a major milestone before the rainy season starts. Something like that. So what we do, we don't have the patience to go, oh, I'm waiting for the approval and then I will start like that. Okay, so we have a constraint. Before the rainy season starts, I need to stop something. So what we do, in that interest, we would try to do things in parallel. Okay, we won't wait for the whole approval. We may go with a partial approval and move to the next step, stuff like that. Is that clear? So fast tracking is the right thing. Okay, the thing is, crashing necessarily need not be possible everywhere. Is that clear? I told no, crashing has one thing is it adds cost. Okay, second thing, we are not sure of the possibility of crashing. Exactly, I told, no, there is a rule called as law of diminishing returns. I told, right? If the classic thing is, if one mother, okay, is delivering, okay, like the baby in 10 months, okay, that doesn't mean that, okay, no, I need in 1 month. Okay, let's have more people. It's not possible. So we cannot explore the possibility of crashing successfully. Okay, but fast tracking is possible. It's a calculated risk. Okay, it increases the risk in the project, but it is possible. Okay, everywhere. Okay, so I said, no, why I'm driving the application process in this back? It's a calculated risk which I'm taking. Some of you guys, it is chosen for audit. Okay, those people don't go and trouble Agile. That is a message from my side. Got it? But I'm successful because out of 5 profiles, only 1 is chosen for audit. Okay, so that 4 people are fortunate enough to get an early date. You got it? Trust me, guys, today and tomorrow you'll feel more confident and then you can give the exam quickly. Okay, provided you are parallelly going through the other batch recordings as well. Okay, so fast tracking is better, guys. Are you getting over crashing? Any other choices you guys have chosen? Aditya, you have chosen B only. B and D are the things, correct? Thank God, no one else have chosen anything. So moving on, guys. Next question. 19th one. Okay, shall we start? 19th one.
Yes, please.
A, B. Okay. So the question is like, due to organizational changes, a key stakeholder is replaced by a new employee. Okay. The next status review meeting to update the project progress will not take place until next month. Okay. So the thing you have to notice, one key stakeholder is replaced by a new guy. That means obviously the replacement will not be a lower profile. No, he will also be a key stakeholder. Correct. So we can't wait for the whole next 1 month. Is that clear? For the next status review meeting. Is that message clear first of all? So what should the project manager do? Okay, first thing, schedule a separate meeting with the new stakeholder to brief them on a project status. Sounds good. That's what I'm telling. He's a replacement for a new stakeholder, key stakeholder. So I can't wait him for 1 month. Make him wait for 1 month. So I need to set up one-to-one to brief him of the project status. A sounds really good. Now B, prepare and send a project status report to the new stakeholder for review. So here comes the game, guys. Okay, many people would have ended up in a confusion between A and B. So the thing is, B is unilateral. Are you getting this? It's a one-sided communication. Okay, why don't you set up a review? Why don't you set up a meeting with him? See, what if I send all these questions in a PDF format and share with you guys? This is a question, this is the answer. Sounds good, no? But I'm facilitating the session. I'm trying to get your interactive feedback. Okay, so scheduling a meeting is far better than sending a status report. That's why A wins over B. Okay, now C and D, no one have chosen, no? I said, no, don't trouble sponsor for all these things. Okay, then wait for the next communication window is wait and watch. Project managers are never waiting. Okay, they are very proactive and aggressive. Okay, have that. So you can easily eliminate C and D. Okay, can you move further, Pandit? So how did you arrive, guys? People who are choosing A, hold on. How did you arrive at CPI is equal to 1.2? I'm not getting it. After finishing all these topics, what is the formula for CPI? What is the formula for CPI?
In this scenario, I think
uh,
is a EAC. I mean, we have the formula for EAC is equal to BAC divided by CPI, right?
That is there. That is right.
So we
Then
can just
formula is
convert
there.
that. Yeah.
That is right. That is right, Aditya. There is a standard formula. But my point is, you can little bit use your logic because original budget was $100K. Okay. Now the revised budget is $120K. So obviously you are going to burn more cash. Okay. So if you're going to burn more cash, that means your CPI will be doing a good job or a poor job. Poor job. CPI will be less than 1. So that's
Less
it.
than 1, yeah.
You can think like that also. If you're going to exceed the project budget when you finish your project, that means you're going to, your CPI is going to be less than 1. That's it. Okay. And also one more formula, what Aditya said, you guys can remember. There are two approaches. Okay. The straightforward formula. EAC is BAC divided by CPI. Okay. So don't get confused, guys. It's surprising. Okay. Don't disappoint me on the last day. I want to sleep peacefully tomorrow. Okay. So I want all of you guys to answer correctly. Okay. So A can never be clear. Correct. Okay, guys. Okay, Sagar, Mandeep. Okay. All of you guys. Okay. Lakshmana. Okay. Please be careful. Okay, Vijay. That is a different formula. Earned value by actual cost. Please be careful. Okay, good to go. What is your score on a scale of 10? Last 10? Quick.
Again, 50%.
15% concession. Okay. So I would suggest one thing, guys. Yeah, 50%. I got it. Yeah. I would suggest one thing, guys. Tomorrow you utilize the time effectively in the other time. Okay, other than our session, if you can prioritize something, go through a quest, go through a recording, guys. Okay, please do that. Okay. and get into that groove. Okay, this is not something you have to drag for the next 2-3 months. Okay, you can kill it. Okay, trust me, by Valentine's Day, if you're blocking your exam by that day, okay, it's a sweet target, provided you are putting that much efforts. Okay, so 20 done so far. Don't worry. Okay, some people your scores would have come down because the style of questions are different. Okay, but the thing is the takeaway. Don't worry how many questions. Okay, every question you should have a takeaway. Why it went wrong, and that unlearning part also. Okay, so 21st question next. Can you start? Easy one, no? While reviewing the project documentation, a project manager discovers that modifications were made without proper approvals. Okay, what should the project manager do? Okay, if modifications were made without proper approvals means something got wrong, somewhere. So what went wrong, like that you have to find out. Okay, don't jump into an action. Okay, so what is the thing you should do? Don't jump into escalation. Okay, say Shahin, I am again telling, don't escalate. You try to do what you can do. Second thing, it is nowhere mentioned that PMO is the right person. Okay, so don't escalate. Again, my mindset is that only. Okay, second one, review the change management plan. Sounds good. If you review, we can understand if there is a fallacy in that flow. Okay, see, review the requirements management plan. No one have chosen that. Yes, no, Amol, you have chosen. Okay, how does that help reviewing the requirement management plan? They are talking about changes made without proper approval, modifications. So how does that help requirement management plan? Nowhere. Okay, and then D. Jesse have chosen again D here. I told no, see, don't escalate, don't trouble the sponsor for all these things. Okay. In real world also, he will fire you if you just keep him messaging twice or thrice. If you mail him thrice, 3 times, okay. So that's the limit. You have to respect him. Okay. So don't trouble the sponsor. That's the mindset. Okay. Escalation, very careful, guys. I told no, helplessness is the key to escalation. Okay, when you are helpless, your hands are tied, you can't do anything. That's the only time you should escalate. Otherwise, anything which you can resolve at your own level, your own competency, your own communication, skill set, power, do it. Okay, check for the other options. I'm not against escalation, but use it carefully. Okay. So moving on to the Rajkumar, yes.
Yeah, the change management plan must have been reviewed and approved, right? So why do I have to go and check again what's the plan?
Yeah.
I'm just checking. See, what went wrong? Like that, we need to understand. No, maybe my point is before you jump into an action, you do something. Okay, what else would you suggest? That's the next question. Okay, Rajkumar. If that is the case, if you are not going to review the change management plan, what else?
I chose to escalate to project sponsor.
That's what. No, anyway, that you don't do. So what is the first thing you should do? I told you again and again, guys. Is that the first thing you do? You go and escalate. That's what I'm telling, guys. First thing should not be escalating. You try your level best. Okay. So you have to choose the best out of the 4. Okay. Next, 26. No. Shaheen, what is that?
Yeah, actually, the question reads like, while reviewing the project documentation, why can't it be the change management plan? He discovered this while reviewing the change management plan.
Oh, you are telling that subset. No. Project documentation means there is a difference. Okay. Management plans are sort of guides. Okay. Project documentation means traceability metrics, specification document, something which is project specific. Okay. There is a difference between the what is it? Project document and the guide. Are you getting? Management plans are sort of guide.
Okay.
When you check into the product technical specification, just imagine there is a document called as product technical specification. You understand that something has been changed without a proper approval. That's the thing.
Okay.
Anything product related, that is a hint here, project documentation. Okay.
Okay.
So 20-second, guys. Quick. I think you can see the
Isaac,
question.
one question. Sorry, one question. Any scenarios when sponsor can be troubled?
That's what. Good question. See, my point is I told no your helplessness. Okay, Rajesh. So the helplessness means okay, whenever I would say that's a good question. Everyone please note it down. Okay, there is no one scenario. I can tell one example. It's not always correct. Okay. So one example is whenever there is an external law. Okay, let's say you're launching a project, launching a product. Okay, in 3 different countries: China, India, and Australia. Okay, and then while you are preparing the marketing last phase, okay, you realize that there is a new regulation in China which is going to hamper your launch in China. So it's a Chinese law. Okay. So what do you think you can do? You're helpless. So you need to reach out to your sponsor. You need to reach out. You need to escalate. Boss, I'm helpless. I've done my part well, but this is something outside. So my answer is anything which you are helpless. You remember that your hands are tied. Okay. So outside influence, something like that, or so much tremendous fund which is beyond your approval limit. In that cases, you can resort to this one, sponsor or senior leadership. Yes, 20-second. Sorry, again, Ripudaman, what is that?
Yes, I want to add to the point to this when we can disturb the sponsor. I remember from last of your videos, we can reach to sponsor. I mean, we can say sponsor when we have to educate him or coach him, because there were some answers to the options that when you can coach sponsor also, you can educate the sponsor also. I remember
That
it
is
is from
correct.
the mock test.
Correct.
So that is the reason we can educate the sponsor. In that case, we can reach to the sponsor.
Exactly. But provided a sponsor is having the concern. Okay. If a team member is having a concern, there is no point in educating the sponsor. Okay. So hope you got that mindset also what he said. Whenever a sponsor is expressing an apprehension, see, I will revolve around that topic what Ripudaman said. Whenever the sponsor is having a concern that, hey, I don't think so, this agile approach will work. I love predictive. Like that the sponsor is telling. Okay. So what you can do as a project manager, you have the full liberty, authority to educate the sponsor. Boss, this is the benefit of incremental delivery. It's not like predictive. It has got its own benefits. Don't worry, trust me. Like that you can educate or pacify the sponsor. Make sense, guys? Can you move on? 20-second? Yes, thanks, Ripudaman. Next, 20-second. So this is a very tricky question, guys. Okay, so don't make a mistake. Okay, I think some of you guys have chosen D and C. Oh my God. But many of you guys have chosen A. Thank God. A is the correct answer. Okay. Please keep it simple, guys. Okay. What is the question? A project manager takes over a recently approved project. Okay. What will play a key role in determining the communication method? Okay. How to decide the communication method? Should we go for meetings? Should we go for emails? Should we go for uploading in the SharePoint site? If reports, what is the frequency of the report? If meetings, what is the frequency of the meeting? What is the preparation you have to do before the meeting, after the meeting? Everything is communication methods. Is that clear? So everything is decided based on what? Stakeholders' requirements. Vishak, I don't want meetings. I prefer reports. Okay, someone says, Vishak, I don't want reports. I want one-to-one meetings. Set up a 10 minutes of meeting with me every alternate week. This is what I want. Like that, who sets? Is the stakeholders. Okay, so the stakeholder engagement is set by the stakeholder requirements. Got it? Now, BCD sounds very good trap. Frequency of distribution. Yes, that is also a requirement. Is that clear? I want once in a week, once in 2 weeks. Okay. Sender receiver model is an outdated topic, guys. I don't know, some of you guys chose it. Okay. Next is meeting management methods. Okay. So people who chose D, Prats, okay. I want to tell you, you are just focusing on meeting only. What about other communication choices? Okay. Like I said, no email. Okay. Then SharePoint. That is also communication method. Why particularly meeting management methods? Okay. That's it. Can I move on? Next question. Correct answer is A.
Vishak, I just wanted to quickly add. I chose A because I did not have the communication management plan in the as an option. But if I had that, that should have been my option, right?
What will play a key role in determining the communication method? No, even then it won't, because determining is a step before that. See, if you have communication management plan, the question is asking what will decide what is in it. That is the question. So even that will not be the answer. It is stakeholders' input on the communication management plan. Something revolve around that, it should come. Okay. The question is how it will be determined. So what is in it, how it will be determined? It is not determined by it itself. It is determined by something else. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is right. Okay, what Riputavan said. Okay, CMP is an output of stakeholders' engagement. Okay, how they would love to engage in the project. Okay, that's an output. Okay, so he's thinking from the ITTO model. Okay, that's good. Sometimes it is good. Okay, great. So 23rd. So it's a very silly question, guys. I think we can discuss quickly. Okay. The question is asking what differentiates the manager from a leader. Guys, this is a very silly topic. Okay. I think a lot of sessions you guys will be attending in corporate and all. Okay. So we will know. Okay, all this. Okay. So the question is managers ask how and when. Leaders ask what and why. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, correct. No, leaders are not worried about what happened. They are more concerned about why it happened. Correct. Then only they can prevent it from in the future if it's a bad thing. If it is a good thing, they can work more towards happening a similar thing in the future. So leaders are more concerned about why than what exactly happened. Sorry, when exactly and how exactly happened. Okay. So A sounds good, nothing wrong. Okay. Now let's talk about B. Argya, you have chosen B, which is wrong. Managers focus on long-term goals. No, managers focus on short-term goals, leaders focus on long-term goals. D is ruled out. Is that clear? I think no other choice, no. Rajesh, you chose D for this question. No, it is wrong. Managers rely on control. Hey, I'm your manager. That sort of an attitude. Leaders build a trust. Okay, they build a warmth. Okay, and then get the things done. Okay, they don't just order and go. Okay, they create that feeling why you guys should work, why you guys should stretch. Okay, so leaders are the people who create a trust environment. Okay, managers just tell, hey, I'm your manager, update me by the end of the day. Okay, so it's ulta, it's opposite. Okay, yes, next. Rajesh, what is that?
No, just to means whenever this type of thing and we are giving PMP, so it should always positive towards manager if it is comparing with others. So one view for answering such thing when we are comparing manager and leaders or manager with anyone, probably we are giving PMP examination, so it's related to manager, so it always should be positive towards manager. Just one thought if
No, don't think like that. Okay, leadership is a skill. Okay, it's not a title. Okay, so PMP you are doing, but still your mindset can be like that of a leader. Don't be like a manager. Okay, if you remember, there is one slide in my PPT, no, management versus leadership. This is picked from that only. Okay, got it.
Vaishak, one question, but in your experience, do you really think this, kind of straightforward question do appear in exam or?
This won't come recently. This
Ah,
recently it is not coming. Okay, so
Okay,
but
so
just yeah.
I have one thing. So manager challenge the status quo, leader accept the status quo. Isn't that
That is
also
also
a
right.
part?
That is also a part.
Yeah.
Managers, leaders challenge status quo.
Leaders challenge status quo, leader
Status
accept
quo.
status quo.
No. Challenge. Status quo means what? Whatever the things are, let it be like that. That is usually managers do. Okay. Oh, let's focus on the outcome. Let's not focus on improvement and all. That is what. Status quo means what? Today, perhaps you are doing something in a particular way. Is there a better way of doing this? Like that, and all, who will think? Only a leader will think. Okay. Manager will not think. Okay. So people who challenge status quo is a leader. Okay. You can check again, guys. I said no. This is there in the lesson 4. I think in the first few slides it is there. Okay, check it out.
So my way of thinking in this was, so as a leader, I said, okay, I accept what is happening right now. Now what? What's next? This is what I thought.
What is it? Didn't get
So
it.
as a leader, say I'm a leader now. So what is just the situation happening right now? And I accept it. I say, okay, I accept it now. Now what next? It's what I thought. So the first will come after the status quo, right? That's what I thought. The leader will ask himself, what now after this?
No, not that. Status quo means whatever is there existingly, we are not focusing on any improvement. Okay, let it be there like that. Okay, but if you're focusing on improvement, that means you're showing a leadership quality. Okay.
Okay.
So moving on to 24th on the screen. Quick.
What's the difference between, I guess, C and D in this case? Because I can go with either one. Just don't know how to rule one out over the other.
Okay. We'll discuss. Okay, so a project manager is working on development. Everyone done, no? 24th one. A project manager is working on the development of a business case to secure funding and resources. Okay, what is needed to ensure that right priority is assigned to the project? Okay, so when you talk about priority, what next? Immediately. Okay, so the thing is, the right priority will not come from. I think some of you guys have chosen A, B as well. Okay, so developing the most efficient delivery plan. That is wrong, guys. Please understand the intent of the question. How to decide the right priority. The goal setting got nothing to do with delivery plan. Is that clear? A is ruled out. Okay. Savita, Rubina, all people. Okay. Now B, develop a clear and detailed project schedule. Again, it is wrong. Okay. If you have chosen B, what we are talking about, how to get the right priority, and you are talking about project schedule, which is about execution. Okay. So A and B are more execution related. That is not the intent of the question. Okay. Now C, align the project with company's goals and objectives. Okay, so the thing is that if you see here, like just said, no, there is always a confusion between C and D. Align the project with company's goals and objectives. Align the project with company's roadmap. Okay, these are the two things. Okay, so what do you think, guys, is the better choice? I would love to hear from you people.
Should we see?
Why?
Company's roadmap may be like, for the next 2-3 years or 5 years, but whatever your project is, that should align with the company's goals and project objectives to
I would say
build the
D.
business case
Yeah,
to develop.
I was thinking D now too, because the D, like the roadmap is based on the company's goals too.
I was thinking if,
me.
say, for example, a company, we know the company's roadmap. What if this product makes more sense when coming down the roadmap than coming before? So, what needs to come first in the roadmap that aligns with company's goals and objectives? So, I go with D.
That is right.
So
See, because goal is, see, one thing is goal is about the destination. Is that clear?
yeah.
So the path may not be clear when you are doing a project. Okay, by 2030, our company goal is to become this much revenue earning company. That's a goal. But you may be clueless how you align with that goal. But when you check a roadmap, no, they give a hint about the intermediate checkpoints. Are you getting? By 2024, this is the thing. So goal is like an end destination, okay, and roadmap is like the journey. So only when you know the journey, project plays a small role in that. You got it? Very small role, guys. Let's say 2-year project. By 2030, I'm targeting this. So that means by 2025, I should finish a project. Then only it will align with my roadmap. But goal is very broad, guys. We will not get much idea. Okay, that's what is the thing. So D sounds better than C. Okay.
So Vishal, for this, I thought, so this is just the initial phase and he's trying to work on the business case, right? They're just trying to develop a business case. In that case, I thought to build a business case first, we need to know what is the company goals and objectives first.
That is one. No, the goal is just to see. I'm telling you, perhaps the goal of the company is to become a 5,000 employee organization by 2030, to target a revenue of $200 million by 2030. That's the goal. So how does that matter? But if I say that by 2025, we need to expand, we need to be the top leader in Asia. By 2027, we need to focus on the Africa market as well. And by 2030, we need to be having 250 centers across the world. That sounds like a step. That sounds like a company roadmap. Okay, so I can fit it more into that.
But see, roadmap is generally made to achieve those goals and objective. How I look at it, let's say, I'll give an example. XYZ company wants to go for paperless so that they save the cost. So that's a goal and objective. So there are 5 departments in the company who are trying. So they have got roadmap of, Q1, Q2, Q3, and maybe, year end, where, we will achieve this much less paper and we'll go digitize. But this all roadmap will actually refer back to, what we want to do, goal and objective, because when we decide our goal and objective, we put it into some sort of milestones saying, this is our roadmap. In Q1, quarter 1, I will deliver this, quarter 2. And that's the reason I say, I chose C, because, until unless my project, now my new projects wants to get funding. So I'll say, this is in line with what we have decided this year. So eventually they will fit it in a roadmap eventually. So that's how I came to see. That might be correct or incorrect, but that's how I thought about it.
Okay, so I think, guys, let's stick to D only. Like I said, no, because it's about roadmap only will give you the clarity. Okay, small thing. Goal is very high level, guys. Nothing can be done. Okay, I understood that our Vijay is asking us to move, but I forgot the expansion. Last time also I asked him. What is it? I forgot.
Okay, last time I also told enough. Let's move on.
ELM. Okay, enough. Let's move on. Okay. Yeah. So enough. Let's move on. Okay, guys. So 24 over, no, 25. The correct answer is D. Okay, guys. Please note down. Okay, 25. So okay, can we discuss? So a major project is a project manager is working in an agile environment, and a project that will span a few years, let's say 3 years, 4 years, 7 years, whatever. The end user asks for a pilot. in the first quarter of the project. Okay. So what are the optimal times to conduct a formal readiness review? Okay. So let's start. Okay, guys. So what do you mean by this optimal time? What is the best time to conduct the official readiness review? Because how will you know the readiness? Is it based on age, days, or something? It is based on the when it gets ripens, correct? Like a fruit, if you take, okay, there is nothing like you can keep a count. Okay, 20 days, okay, 40 days, okay, it will be ready. Okay, it's relative. Okay, that readiness. Okay, so my first hint is don't pick up absolute numbers like every quarter, every month. Is that clear? We cannot tell guaranteedly. On what grounds you can tell? Formal readiness can happen maybe 4 days, 9 days, maybe 1 month. We don't know. So don't use absolute rigid numbers. Okay. So A and B are ruled out. Okay. Now, what do you mean by readiness before you start something? Connect it with the definition of ready, guys. I told you, when you guys are attending my session on day 1, I checked your readiness. Okay, are you guys ready for the session? Okay. Are you ready to dedicate another 35, 40 hours of your self-study time? Okay, that was checking your readiness. Okay. So when exactly we'll do it? At the beginning. So you have to check for that. At the beginning sounds good. Okay. Whenever you are going to check the at the beginning of the plot pilot, we can do that. Okay. I'm talking about D. D is correct. Okay. Next thing, when exactly we will check for readiness? At major handoff points. Okay. Handoff points means what? Whenever only I do a proper job, okay, I can hand over to the next person. And the next person should be ready to accept that. Are you getting, guys? So there also, whenever there is a handoff also, we can check the readiness. So C and D sounds good. Now, lastly, at the end of the pilot, what is the point in checking readiness? At the end of the pilot, we should check the definition of doing the pilot. Done. Is that clear? When something gets over, what is the point in doing done? Ready, guys? Are you getting? Are you connecting with the definition of ready and definition of done? Before you start something, you do a definition of ready. Once something is done, you check the effectiveness of how exactly it was done. That is the definition of done. Makes sense, guys? So it is ruled out. C and D. Yeah.
At the end of the pilot, why we choose is it's a pilot. We're not actually not doing it. When we do the pilot, we'll know what things that we need for the actual project.
Correct. But
that's
there are
why
but
end of the pilot.
no. The thing is, they are actually checking the readiness of the pilot. Okay, so the thing is, the end user asks for a pilot in the first quarter for the review. Okay, so what is the requirement here? It's not the outcome of the pilot. When can we have the pilot? The end user asks for a pilot. Okay, so you should check for the readiness of the pilot. Why are you checking about the end of the pilot? That's the reason. D is wrong. Now don't look at the big picture, okay, Prats. I know pilot is an input for the future. If the pilot is failure, that means we are not ready. That I got it. But the question is actually checking from the customer's point of view, the readiness of the pilot. Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end, there is no point. Okay. Yeah. So C and D. Okay. Next.
Vijay, one
Rajesh.
question I have.
Yeah, quick.
What if the pilot did not start in the first quarter?
That's what I'm telling you. There is no quarter water. Nothing is there. That's why A and B we ruled out. No.
Okay.
Whenever it is ready, then only we'll do the pilot. That's what you are right. Maybe the pilot will start exactly on 10 days. Maybe it will start only in the 4th month. I don't mind about every quarter, every month. So the correct answer is C and D. There is no month. There's no quarter. Only the question is using all those confusing terms. Correct
I
answer
read
is
that.
C and D.
I read that differently because like the project manager, sorry, the end user is asking for a pilot in the first quarter of the project. So I was thinking B and C would have been good because like within the first quarter, so the first 3 months, every month I want to make sure that we're on track to delivering, right? And I wouldn't want to verify if we're ready when we're at the beginning of when the pilot's supposed to start. So that was my rationale there because like I want to make sure we're ready before the scheduled date, right? So like that's why I chose B and C, but
yeah, okay.
I guess that's to be debated. But yeah, like we'll go based on the PMI standard then. It's just it's confusing me because like it's interpreted in different ways, right? Because like the question did say, and I was trying to read the question carefully in a sense where the end user asked for a pilot in the first quarter of the project. So then when the question's asking like when are the optimal times to conduct a formal readiness review, I was thinking at every single month end Like what's the status in terms of readiness to begin that pilot, right? So
No, not exactly. That's what I was telling. No, it's not like that. Okay. So we cannot dictate on the frequency. Okay. So moving on to 26th one, quick. In short, so this question, a project manager is working on a complex project that includes many stakeholders with conflicting priorities. Okay. What should the project manager do to reduce conflict? Okay. So he's just working. And then many stakeholders are having a conflicting priorities. Okay. So nothing much is proceeded. Is that clear? So hence that we are debating, okay, what should be the scope of the project? Many people are telling, yes, this should be the major chunk. This should be the major chunk. Like that, people are telling their own requirements. Okay. So how can you reduce the conflict? Okay. So let's check everything. Okay. Document and sign off on all deliverables in the project. Okay. See, very important. See, people who just argue, no, if you give them a document and then ask them to sign off, then they will either tell a very data driven no. Okay. Otherwise, they will just create a noise, or they will tell, yes, got it. Okay, it makes sense. Like that. So documentation and sign off is a good way to make sure that all of us are in the same page. Okay. See, whatever explosion, no, let it happen early. Okay, what happens when at least someone will tell that, no, I'm not ready to sign Vishal. Okay, at least it will erupt early. Are you getting, guys? Rather than dragging the conflict later. You got my point? I'm not telling it will, people will not frustratedly revolt or anything. There will be revolts happening, but it will get subdued in an early stage if you get a sign off. So A sounds good. Okay, now B, take the lead in all aspects of negotiation. I'm not clear, guys. What do you mean by this all aspects of negotiation? It's not clear for me. Okay, so there are different conflict management techniques that I know. Okay, collaborate. Okay, what do you say? Then what do you say? Compromise, reconcile. Like that, there are different conflict management techniques, but I'm not sure what is this all aspects of negotiation means. Okay, so I'm not sure of that. Next one, C, negotiate all aspects with help from PMO. Why? Where is this guy coming up, PMO? Okay, I'm not sure. So C is ruled out. Okay, next, negotiate all aspects using Agile. Why particularly Agile? You mean to say conflict? What is in this negotiation is there is only in Agile? And who said that Agile can have an easy delivery? Simply some statements. Okay, so now when I look back, B, C, D, I have some problem. Okay, and A is okay, relatively okay. Okay, because it can only, I mean, there will be issues, but at least it will be resolved at an early stage when you get a sign off. Okay. Any questions?
So you're saying A is the correct answer?
A is the correct answer. Okay, B, C, D have been eliminated because of some reasons. Okay, so there's a trick called as least worst answer choice. Okay, everything is not super duper good. Okay, but I like this. Okay, sorry, these three are wrong. Okay, but I liked A better than B, C, D.
It's confusing me because, like, I guess I confused it with the what should the PM do next kind of question, because like if there's conflict, we can't just simply just get everyone to sign up, because like not everyone will sign off until there's a negotiation. So that's why I was thinking B, like we facilitate those discussions to get consensus and then document and sign once everyone is in agreement, right? Because like we haven't resolved the conflicts yet. So that's why I was thinking B could have been good. But all right.
Great. So Lakshmana, this next.
Yeah, I mean, I marked as D as a negotiation. It's Agile for easy deliveries. The reason is like they already prioritized, like all whatever it is required for the project. They already decided, but there is a conflict which one should go first and later. So that's why I thought like, Agile.
No. It's not about prioritization. There is no word called as prioritization even. That is your thinking. Okay. Conflicting priorities means what? Oh, I thought that this project is to onboard 100 vendors. Or you will tell. Maybe just will tell, no, I thought this project is to create patent for our company. That is what is conflicting priorities. It's not about prioritization. Are you clear? The word is coincidentally priorities. But prioritization is different. What you should do immediately. That is the English word meaning prioritization. Both are different.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you move next question? 27th. Guys, this question, quick. What should a project manager do first? Okay, we can discuss, no? When people are not following the compliance process. Okay, very straightforward question, guys. You should think simple. Okay, when someone is not following a compliance process, what should you do first?
Understand the rationale.
Yes, understand the rationale. Okay, so I call this as if you don't have an idea in the question, no idea in the question, you have to get an idea. I'm clueless why they are behaving like that. Okay, so understand the reason for the non-compliance. Very straightforward. Okay, what is the point in logging the non-compliance and watch the progress? That's a wait and watch. We never do that. And initiate an audit process. How does that help? People are not following something. Then we should check with the people why you guys are not following. How does the audit process will help? Audit process will also show the same result. Out of 100, 75 people are not following the compliance. How that helps? Okay. Now, escalate. I think no one have.
So Shak, why I chose the audit is because only after doing the audit we will come to know the reason, right? So you understand the reason of non-compliance.
No, audit one. No. No, audit will only show how many are following, how many are not following. Okay, the reason is explicit. No, see, when you do an audit, what happens? Imagine there is you are just inspecting people who are wearing helmet. You'll only get to know how many people are wearing helmet, how many people are not wearing helmet. That's the outcome of audit. But we don't know clearly why those people who are not wearing helmet are not wearing helmet.
But audit also gives suggestion at the end, right? So we know how much, then what should be done also is audit does.
No. Need not. Before that, we have to work. Audit is only a mirror. Okay. If what should be done to avoid that, you have to think. That's the thing.
But
audit
also
will only point out the flaws.
So what happened is even the D understand the reason of non-compliance. So see, not following the project compliance, we understand already, right? After that, it says understand the reason of non-compliance. For this, what the project manager has to do is not there, right? To understand those.
First thing. The first thing what he should do. That's what I'm again telling us. Look at the word. What should the PM do first? Okay. So if you guys are not coming in the video, what should I do? What if I create an audit process? It will only tell out of this batch of 50 people, 20 people are coming in the video. Remaining are not coming in the video. That's it. I don't want that. I want the reason why you guys are not coming in the video. Okay. Then only I can work out. Okay. So that's the first thing I would love to do so that I can work on it. Mao, what is it? Can you move on? You typed that? Mao, no? Yeah. Clear? So the thing is, understand guys, remember my mindset, no idea. Okay, from the question, you don't have an idea. You're trying to get an idea. Okay, please. Okay, that's it. What could be the reason? Okay, maybe they're not aware of the compliance. They don't want to follow the compliance. Okay, whatever it is, let's understand that. Okay, so no idea to get an idea. Have you noted? 28th one, quick. Okay, can you start? So here I can see a variety of opinion, A, C, D. Okay, I think no one has chosen B. Okay, thank God. So project team in the middle of an incremental delivery project decided that they need the help of a subject matter expert. Did you notice the gravity of the shift to the team? The team decided that they need an SME. That means it's a self-organizing team. You got it? Hint. Okay, who is working on a specific department? Okay, now the project team asked the SME again. Another hint. They didn't ask with you and all. They directly went and checked with this SME to join their team and assist in a specific task. And they informed the project lead about this action. Did you notice three things which is telling the empowerment to the team, self-organizing teams? Are you getting, guys? So what you can do? So that means if the other side is self-organizing, you have to behave like a servant leader. Is that clear? If you are behaving like a servant leader, what is the only favorite keywords I told you? Work with the team, collaborate with the team, facilitate with the team. Done, deal. Check the option D, facilitate the coordination of resources with the needed resources based on the team's working agreement. Something they have added there, blah, blah. But are you getting the connect? If the team is self-organizing, you have to behave like a servant leader, which involves facilitation, coordination. So option D is correct. Nothing else, guys. They are not asking your permission and all. Okay.
So are we going
So
to agree here that because I misread one of the thing here, the middle of the game project they needed help subject. So it seems all the budgeting about regarding the money and everything is done. Then only they kind of involve. Is that what understood?
exactly, they have done all the homework regarding money, okay, schedule, everything. Okay, that's what. No, that confidence you shift here. The paradigm, the shift is like team decided. Okay, they asked, team asked. Okay, and they informed everything they have done. Nothing is there for the project leader now. He just have to facilitate the smooth transition. That's it. Okay. So any other point?
Why not C?
Yeah,
See,
yeah. Why not
talk to the
C?
functional manager of this needed resource and check their availability and bandwidth. That is what I'm telling. No, you guys are just creating it for the sake of creating. That's what I'm telling. The team have done all this. Check the availability, bandwidth, and all. We are just puppets, guys. That's what I'm telling. See, this is like this, guys. Team is here. Okay, the SME is here. Now they have spoken everything. Now, what is the point in PM talking to the functional head? Okay, everything has happened, availability and all. If you want, simply you can talk for the sake of talking. But they have done all those. Is a team member available and all? So what is the big deal now? You just
I
play the
guess
role of a facilitator. That's it.
I guess in general, sure, it's just more organizations could be different where it's just like, well, what if the SME decided on their own, but then like their functional manager, I guess, wasn't or wants them to work on something different, right? So it's just like it's more of a polite thing to do to kind of get permission from that person's leader if they're going to
But
be
the thing
helping.
is, the below orbit is very strong. Just that's what I want to tell. The team SME is very strong. So the moment team have reached out, the SME would have connected. So you don't have to simply play a managerial game here. That's what I'm telling. The team is powerful enough. That stream below is powerful enough. So they would have checked this. Okay. That's what I have told. How many times I highlighted here? Decided, team, asked, everything. They inform project leader. Everything is set already. Now, for the sake of showing your power, maybe you can reach out to the functional head. That's it. But it's not needed. Okay. They have
guess
done
it's
all
the
this.
interpretation because I didn't assume that the SME was included in the they statement. So, yeah.
Like he's already working with the team and he knows what available everything is done in this part. So he's already in the team, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. Next, Abhishek, quick.
Interesting.
Shak, because this is somebody who's going to join from a different department, this also impacts the budget, right? You would have not, a PM would have not accounted for this additional resource. So shouldn't
That is
that
what.
be
See,
some
no. See, first of all, you have to shift your mindset, Abhishek. That's what I'm telling. It's a self-organizing team. So someone would have done all those research. Why are you worried as a PM? It's a self-organizing team. It's clear from this much highlight what I've done. So someone would have already done all this. We are just playing the role of a facilitator. Did you notice? Everything is just informed. I'm just keeping you posted. FYI. That's it. So people would have done their homeworks very well. Okay.
So, Vishak, in this sense, if it is a self-organizing team, a PM is only a facilitator or a coordinator.
Correct. But don't underestimate like
that
that.
is
The thing is,
something that
he empowers the team. Okay. It's like sort of giving total freedom to the team. That's it. It's not just a
No, because I'm
coordination.
still conflicted between the budget and the resourcing. So those C, A and D, I'm still conflicted because how will the team know if we have the budget to include an SME? Because SME is going to come at a higher cost.
The thing is, don't worry about that
No, they're
because I
working in
would
the
tell.
same
No,
company,
hold on.
right?
I will hint you one thing, guys. Okay, if you remember my day one of the session, I told you, if it is incremental delivery, you have to deprioritize budgeting, guys. That's all I would tell. Some hint. Okay, it is an incremental delivery. Okay, so the goal is quickly deliver something. Okay, so and again, incremental delivery is part of Agile. There is a shift in my mindset, guys. When I look at this type of question, that's all I can tell. Okay, so probably my assumption is the team would have done all these researches. Okay, budget is not a concern if it is an incremental delivery or an agile delivery. Budget is a concern only in predictive. Okay, here it is different altogether. That's what I would say. Still, why I don't go with.
Also, the question doesn't say the SME coming from outside. It is within the department, like
No,
in
no.
different
Even
department.
if the
So,
person is coming from within the company, there is a project budget. Say if I have
That
$100,000,
is
I can
correct.
only pay
That is
20.
correct. That's what I'm telling. Why are you worried that it is the project manager only have to do? In a self-organizing team, you can rely that on the team. Okay, they would have done it. Okay, because of the words which I've highlighted, team decided. So that is a strong keyword that shows the power shift. So get out of your predictive project management, I'm the manager without my approval, how can it happen? That sort of a mindset you have to unlearn and think more like a servant leader where the team decides. Okay, and then you just facilitate that healthy process. Okay, like that you start thinking, because that's why intentionally highlighted, team decided, team asked the SME. That means everywhere there is a question. How can you decide? I can start from there. How can you decide? How can you go and ask an SME without my permission? And you're just informing me. So the loop, if you work reverse, no, everything is contradictory. So don't just take this role also. Okay, great power, great responsibility. They didn't ask you anything. They didn't give you any responsibilities. Then why are you showing your power? Hold on, let me check the budget, whether this SME fits or not. Let me check. Don't think like that. You would have done all this. Okay, that's the thing. You have to strike the balance. Okay. Otherwise, it should be like this.
Yeah, this happens in the practical scenario. Sometimes the SME who worked in the team, who's moved out, but he has a lot of expertise with him. So team reaches out for small amount of time, and he clarifies the doubt. And that's not accounted or anything. It's like a relationship the team has built with the SME that also plays a role here. Like if they
Yeah.
have mentioned for 10 days they use him exclusively, like for 8 hours, then the budgeting comes into a picture.
See,
If it
here
is
they
just
say that they have joined the team. If they're asking for suggestions, they're not asking them to join the team. The
See,
third line, right? The project team asks the SME to join their team and assist in specific task. That means they're
A
asking not
specific
to
task.
Question is way too subjective
So the
because
task
like it's
can be
interpreted
10
in so
days
many
or a
different ways.
See, the thing is this, guys. I see that I understand your worry. Your worry is why are you worried about what only the PM should do? That is what I'm again telling. This much thing if the team could do, why can't the remaining also the team could do? That's what I'm telling. Check the goals. Okay, project manager concerned about budget if it is in predictive. In predictive, this situation will not happen. Team just reaching out to someone outside and all. They will strictly obey the project manager. Here it is more like the onus is on the team, guys. Okay, so this much they have done, means remaining also they can do. You just play the role of a facilitator. Okay, whatever is that thing you help. Okay, so he's playing the role of a scrum master, exactly like which you have typed. Okay, so it's the role of a scrum master. Just facilitate it. Move on. Okay, don't worry about other things. Okay, that's the gravity of the shift they have told in the question very clearly. Okay, so we can eliminate A. Okay.
So if it is predictive, then what is the right one? Is it the function, the financial
No,
thing
no,
now?
don't think like that, because if it is predictive, no, not every statement I have to rework. That's the problem. So don't try to change a particular word and then see what happens. Okay, the questions are they took a lot of effort to frame these questions. Okay, guys, so every word matters here. Okay, so just by altering the word, if you check for the option, it won't come. This is not even applicable in predictive. In predictive, it will be like the team will ask, can we have a point of exploring the subject matter expert to the project manager? Then the game stops. It will not be decided even. They will check whether it is possible for adding an SME. What else? Everything else is irrelevant if it was predictive. That's why I'm telling. Okay. So get out of that mindset, follow a different mindset here. Okay. Makes sense. 29, can I move on?
I didn't like that question, by the way.
Vishak,
Yeah,
the
you didn't
one
like
thing I want to ask, like a last question, like they asked the subject matter expert, but whether he agreed or not, that is not clarified. Like
Exactly. That's why I don't like that question.
the
Like,
team asked them, like a team asked a person like to help them, but whether he agreed or not, that is not clear in that.
So what is the problem then? What do you expect as a project manager to do? Whether he didn't agree, then what will you do?
No, but and even we don't know whether
Simply we
his
are
functional
thinking, guys,
manager will agree
okay,
or not.
why are you thinking new things, guys? I drew it very clearly. It's an orbit at the below level. Okay. Simply you're introducing new personalities. Okay. Just because the team member, subject matter expert didn't agree, okay, like that and all. It's a game which is successfully happening at the bottom. Don't worry. Let the team go, no? This mindset change is important.
And
I
also,
simply ask
this
the team.
happened in the past. They're just informing the project leader. That's all.
Everything is done. You are just showing your power here, guys. People who are still thinking about A, no? That's what I have to tell. Everything is happening very smoothly. The team is self empowered and self organizing. So why are you worried? If they didn't agree, then the team will know about it. See, the thing is to join their team, and they informed the project leader about this action. That means they already got the permission from the SME. He is ready to join. Is that clear? They asked the SME and they informed the project leader about this action. This is very beautiful, guys. There is no problem with this question. Only thing is you are thinking that, okay, how can the team decide? It's not allowing you to think like that. Okay, that's the thing is you unlearn. Okay, let the team decide. Okay, everything they're doing. Okay, they have
This is
done
a
it
very good
properly.
question. This is a very good question to understand the difference between self-organizing and leader-oriented questions.
Yeah. So that's it. That doesn't mean you are simply jobless and you are checking WhatsApp. That's the thing. You are playing the role of a facilitation. Okay, maybe a lot of coordination, logistics. That's where is the charm of a servant leader comes into picture. He's not less powerful. Don't think like that. He's showing his charm. Okay, in a different way. But he empowers the team to make decisions. Okay, guys. Something you have to learn, guys, because many of us will become future leaders and only show that trait. Okay, you trust good people below you. Let them decide. Okay, don't tell that without my approval, how can you do? So for that, let us build today itself. Okay. So I can move on, no? Everything is there in the question, guys. We check the question again, the loop will be connected. Okay. So moving on to 29. Very silly question, guys. I don't like this type of questions, but what to do? Let's go through. Oh, I think all of you guys have chosen correctly. Okay, so far people, you guys have chosen A. So when you talk about quality, definitely you would expect to have a precision. So non-precision is ruled out. Second thing, definitely you would expect a repeatability in the pattern. One time if you enjoy something, people will call it as a luck. Okay, so you should have a repeated quality thing. Okay, so the non-repeatability is also gone. I don't know what do you mean by duration here. So the correct answer here is accuracy. Okay, for a high functioning measurement system, accuracy is important. Very silly question, guys. Let's move on quickly. Okay, 30th one. Okay, can you set 30? So in a 5-year program, many project team members have joined and left the sub-project. Because of this, conflict among team members occurred. Okay, which technique should the project manager use to resolve the conflicts long term? If you want to resolve conflicts for a long term, a sustainable conflict management technique is undoubtedly problem solving or collaboration. I told no, forcing will also have some repercussions. It won't work in the long run. Smoothing is also just pacifying. I told, right? It is not solving the problem. Compromise definitely will fail because we are not totally happy. So the correct answer here is problem solving. Okay, guys, quickly on a scale of 10, what's your score? So 7, 6, 7. Okay, great. Okay, so I would suggest, guys, anything above 5 is a good score, provided you guys have not gone through any of my other recordings and you just started. Okay, that's why I'm telling guys, I'll be just facilitating your path. Okay, now you have to go through the other recordings in parallel aggressively, guys. Okay, you don't lose your confidence. Okay, 5+ is a good score, provided you're going through the recordings and you are scheduling your exam by 14, 20. It's a sweet target, guys. 35, 40 hours of efforts is needed. You saw that Word document, no? It has. Okay, any questions? Is there any questions, guys, before I move? I mean, I need to tell something before we wrap up, but just want to check if there is any questions. Last
Any
minute, if you
tips
tell.
for people who have scored less than 5?
What is that?
Any tips for people who have scored less than 5?
That's what. No, you have to go through the other batch recordings aggressively.
Okay.
There is like the questions you have to attempt. Okay. Plus, this is a plethora of results. There is no tips. You have to work. Okay, that's it. There is no shortcut. See, this one has got almost 35 to 40 hours of recordings. Okay. You have to go through the other quizzes. Okay. You attempt mock quiz 1. Where are you scoring? Okay. And then go through the recordings. Make your error log. Stick to the timeline. 60 questions, 1 hour. Maintain an error log. Today, the thing is, if you scored less than 5, do you have a clear rationale? If I ask you why this question you went wrong, do you have a reason? If not, then it's a problem. Every question you should have a rationale why it went wrong. For you. It's not for me, for your personal. Okay. You should feel that, okay, we are doing only very limited questions, guys. Okay. That limited questions you should feel bad. Okay, why I went wrong. The 6 questions. And if you see a pattern, you have to find out the pattern. Again, today we spoke about self-organizing teams. No, I can only facilitate the higher level. You have to find out the pattern. You note down, if you have noted down every single question which you went wrong, are you able to observe a pattern? Now I cannot help with that pattern. You have to find out that pattern. Maybe change management, risk management, EVM, stakeholder management, maybe project life cycle. Something you would not have got it right. So you have to go through the recordings. Okay. Error log plays a key role, guys. Maybe in Excel, in paper, whatever. You should have an error log. Okay. That error log is the key to success. Okay. Plus facilitation in the next week. Okay. When you keep discussing questions, okay. That's it. And I think there's a question from Banu over the chat. Can you please clarify if we can practice creating the ones? No. First, after the quiz which I've shared, guys, then only you go for any other source, including Star. You got it? Because I have that confidence and I'm taking that responsibility. Okay. Did you see here when I say authoritatively means I am taking that responsibility. Okay. It's like a force or direct. Are you getting that feel? Because this is trusted and proven, guys. Okay, if I last year wrapped up with 700 plus people clearing, that means it is working well. Okay, so please go with that. Okay, and I said no, you can blame me in the group if it doesn't work. Okay, but just go through the recordings in the Word document very aggressively, error log and time management. Okay, and have a healthy discussion post this. Okay, this much if you do, this is enough. After you go through every single quiz, maybe you can go at your own risk any other source. There are outdated questions in every other platform, guys, please. Which link you want, Sarin? It's not clear. Can anyone send the link on WhatsApp? This is the thing, guys. Now you people are asking WhatsApp link, Word document, everything. I told no, see, this is the link. Okay, I'll put the link in the chat. Okay, guys, everyone please have a look. Okay.
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Abhishek. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So this should be open in every one that's laptop, guys. Okay. Again, Aditi, this should be open in your laptop till you clear PMP. Okay. And check for this last section. Okay. I said no. This one. This has got potentially very close to actual PMP questions. Okay. This much only, guys. Nothing else from my side. Okay. So tomorrow I will tell you some general tips. Okay. Which some questions, some mindset you would have missed in your batch. Okay. So that I will summarize. Are you getting, guys? Undoubtedly, you have to go through other batch recordings. Plus, today we discussed some mindset. Are you able to remember what all I said? No idea to get an idea. Okay, and then analysis over action. I said no, don't jump into action. Okay, you have to focus on analysis. Okay, and then what else we spoke today? Product and legal. If there's a if there is a battle, legal will win. Are you getting all this? So these are some mindset. Okay, don't trouble the sponsor. Another mindset. You got it? PM shying away from responsibility. You got it? All these mindset in this batch you got it, but maybe in some other batch something else I would have told. Okay, so it's a concoction of all these, guys. If you go through the recording, you'll get everything. Okay, and that is good enough, fairly good enough, decent enough for you to attempt. Okay, so maybe I'll just summarize, guys. Okay, all those mindset what we spoke. Okay, so did we discuss any questions? Oh, I think there are some questions. Rajesh, what is that?
Yeah, the question that we discussed, these are actual PMP question that was asked in past, or
No,
these are the
nothing is
samples?
actual. Nothing is actual. Nothing will come in the actual also. See, I'm only facilitating. Again, I'm telling it is only the mindset. Okay. Once you clear, no, Rajesh will tell. Okay. See, whatever I told, if you go through my recordings plus this session, okay, it will be echoing in your mind when you attempt the exam. That's it. No question is getting repeated. Okay. I said, no, there is a difference between teaching, coaching. Okay. So teaching is like teaching exact question. It will come in the exam. Okay. Coaching is more like helping you with the approach, and the question will be totally new. No questions are repeated except for this section. Okay, so the answer to you specifically, Rajesh, this section has got some potentially repeat questions. This one, what you see on the screen. But otherwise, none of the questions are getting repeated. Everything is new. Only the mindset is getting repeated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, next. Come on.
The error log. First is the question number. Second is my answer. Third is the correct answer, and the fourth is what you say. Fourth column in the error log.
Fourth is your feedback. If it went wrong, why it went wrong?
Okay, why it is.
That is the main thing. No, yeah. So A is the correct answer. C you chose. Okay, Amol. You should have a single or two keywords. Why it went wrong? Okay, the topic, some hint. By the time you evaluate, you will get a word cloud. Okay, from that you can pick up which one you are weak at. Okay.
Amol, I will share with you this Excel 3 mock test from this file. I prepared this Excel file, mock 1, mock 2, mock 3. And with this, I will share with you a draft file, and you can calculate the percentage also from the below. You can mark them when you check, when you go through. First, you do the test, put a timer, like your 60 minutes timer, put it, and then do the test, 60 questions. Then you go to the recording, to the link. Then you, see where you were wrong, what was the reason you had a wrong, mark them as a red, then mark in the fourth column what was the reason, which area, which field, like change management or change or stakeholder engagement. And this helps really. Today it helped me a lot to answer many questions. And there are the mindsets: know idea, get an idea, like new company, the new agreement, then we have to choose benchmarking, and there are bait. Some options are bait, like it is mentioned. Yeah, it helps. It helps. Yes,
Very
I
good.
will
Okay,
share.
so Ripudaman, you have reduced my workload tremendously. Okay, so good that you spoke on my behalf. Okay, please guys go through. There is no tips. Okay, go through the other recordings. Okay, maintain an error log. He will share. Okay, with the whole batch. Okay, you can share in the WhatsApp. Okay, that will be so great. Okay, so you guys follow that. Okay, that's it, guys. Kill this exam by February 15th. Okay, have an aggressive carry forward momentum. Okay, later also. I'm telling no. So today's mindset you got, no? So this I will be using for some other batches. That's what I'm telling. Okay, so I will be noting down today. We discussed how many questions? Yeah,
30 questions.
30 questions. Okay, of the sheet 4. No, we are in sheet 4 right now. So I'll make a note of it. Sheet 4, 1 to 30 questions like that. Okay, so I'll share with some other batches. That's it. Understood?
Shak,
Sheet
link
4.
to this spreadsheet, is it in your Word document?
It's not there. That's what I'm telling now. What is not there? This is Word document has got a different set of quizzes, guys. That you go through first. Okay. This is different. Okay. This is just work in progress. And if I share everything, it will create a confusion. This is for the sessions I'm maintaining. Okay. The Word document has got different quizzes. Sorry, this one, this left side folder, no, that has got different quizzes. Okay. Anything else? I'm noting it down yesterday, which quiz we discussed. Okay. Nothing else? No other questions anyone have? Okay, so just focus on the mindset, guys. Whatever we spoke today, that's all I can tell. Okay, and so typically don't escalate, guys. I hope you guys are noting down. Typically don't escalate. Okay, and then PM should do next. You saw, right? It's very important. Don't worry about the solution. You people will keep on asking solution. Solution need not be there. Okay, what is the first step you do? Okay, and then servant leader approach. You understood? No, please have that in mind. Don't think about approval, all these things. Okay, and what else we saw? So when you think from servant leadership, no, avoid words like instruct, mandate, order. Okay, you remember, no, approval, like that and all. You have to think differently. Okay, facilitate, work with, collaborate. That sort of words should catch your attention. Okay, and then PM shying away from responsibility. Okay, that also I told you. Did I tell that? Did you discuss any question? Sorry, I'm not sure if it's today or morning. Okay, outside consultants don't go. Was there any question? Usually we don't go for outside consultants, guys, unless you try a tested solution which is not working within your team. Then only you go for an outside consultant. Okay. What else is there? Nothing much is there from my side, guys. Okay. So what we'll do, I'll launch the poll on behalf of Star Agile. Okay. If you have any questions, you guys can ask. Okay. And nothing.
No idea, get idea.
No idea, get idea. Okay, good.
Vaishak, tomorrow I have a conflict. So I was wondering, are you going to do the same thing or like the exercise, or it's going to be just other topics of discussion or tips to
No,
answer the question?
no, it's just the we will be doing more questions like this. Plus, if I discuss any new questions today, if I see any new mindset, I will be telling that. I think pretty much if you're going through the recording, it should be enough. Okay, if that is your question. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. I want to focus on one thing, guys, quickly about the type of questions. Okay, just hold on. This one. Okay, hold on, guys. Reset. Slowly. Hope you guys can see a revised screen. No, 1 minute. Let it settle down, guys. And it was a little bit aggressive. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Okay. Yeah. This question number 166. Can you see here? This is a type of question which comes for the PMP. Okay. It is called as hotspot type of question. Okay. Hotspot type of question means you will not see these 4 options. This I picked from this PDF. Very, very important. Okay, most important PMP questions, 180 questions. Okay, from that I picked it up. Okay, some of you guys would have already gone through my recording. Okay, but for the others, I'm telling this type of a question is called as a hotspot question. Okay, in a hotspot question, you have to choose, you have to hover your mouse like this, and then you have to choose an answer. This type of 4 options won't be there. Okay, so I'm a poor trainer, so that's why I'm having 4 options. But in the exam, you will see this type of a interactive screen. Okay, so what is the answer, guys? Quickly tell if you understood the question properly. Come in the video, guys. Why you guys are all turning off your video?
Option D.
D. At which point the team is ahead of the schedule, correct? Ahead of the schedule means we are talking about in a burn down chart, it is work remaining. So less work is remaining. So right, okay. So the correct answer here is D. Everyone understood, no? Everyone understood this? No, Deepak,
Yes.
not B. D. Okay, and the nature of the question is a hotspot. Okay, if you guys are making this question wrong, please check that burn up, burn down chart. Okay, I've explained about it. You can check with someone in the batch. When did I take? Okay, so moving on. Understood, no, everyone?
A burn down chart is B, I suppose, Vaishak, because at point B, see, you are supposed to be here at the red spot, but you are far ahead on that line, 100 line. So it's a burn down chart. So I think it is B.
In a burn down chart, Sunita, it
No.
estimates based on the amount of work that is remaining.
Remaining. That's
So
why.
during the third sprint, the team was expected to be having about 80 story points, but they're left at about 100 story points. So they're behind schedule.
So here they're behind actually. They have more work remaining. This red color is telling about the plan. So they have less work remaining here. So D, they are ahead of the schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
burn down.
B and D is that they were behind, they were given a pep talk, and they overdid it, and now they're way ahead of schedule. That's what the graph is showing. Because the red line is where they're supposed to be, now they're under. Because a burn down chart, like the lower you are, the better.
Better. The lower the better in a burn down chart. That's it. Okay, Lakshmana, what is that? Guys,
What
you
did
are
you
asking.
mention about this hotspot question? What is that?
I am also surprised because my intent was to explain the hotspot question, but you guys are asking subject related question, which is surprising me on the last day. Okay, so check the recordings. Okay, guys. So I have told as a well elaborated example in the burn up, burn down, and feature chart. What I'm telling is, Lakshmana, in a hotspot question, you have to hover your mouse like this. Okay, I thought this question is very easy, and you have to click. Okay, the options will not be there. That's it. So when you hover, no color will change. Hotspot. Okay, A, B, C, D. You have to click on something. That's it. So D is the correct answer here. Less work remaining. That means the team is ahead of the schedule. Okay.
Okay.
Now I need to explain one more. Hold on. This is called as drag and drop. Okay, guys. Only this two. And today we'll wrap up. Okay, hold on this one. Okay. This is called as a drag and drop question. Okay. So this drag and drop question means what, guys? Okay, there will be 4 things on the left side, 4 things on the right side. Okay. Now don't read, guys. Please listen what I'm telling. Very important. Okay. In a drag and drop question, don't waste your time reading this. It's not required. Okay. If you are a very fast reader, you can read, but otherwise you can save your time. Tip number 1. Some tips which I'm telling. Okay. Second tip is in a drag and drop question, first of all, you read the lengthier sentence first. If the right side looks lengthy, you read that first, and then you match it with the left side. Okay. Now in the real PMP, it looks like match the following, but it's not exactly like that. You will be given an option. Once you hover your mouse through this, okay, it will start moving. Okay, it start glowing, and then you have to pick it up and drop it in any of these empty boxes. Okay, that is what is a drag and drop. Is that clear?
It's match the following that we have done in school.
Exactly. Okay, literally match the following. They are calling it in a fashionable word called as drag and drop. Okay, it's exactly the match the following which we did in our school days. Okay, so for the time, again, I'm a poor trainer, so I don't have that technology of drag and drop and all, but let's follow the approach what Sunita said, match the following. Okay, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, quickly answer, guys, and type it in the chat. And Garima, I told you there is no pass percentage for the PMP. They don't reveal, guys, please. Okay, there is no pass percentage. They only give a qualitative feedback. Okay, above target is what I'm expecting all of you guys in this batch. Okay, quickly tell this question, guys, and we'll stop. Okay, so I'll think like a student, okay, guys, with you. Okay, type your answers, guys, quickly. Abhishek already typed it. Understood. No, it's ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to type. Turn on your videos, guys. We'll end this now. Okay, please. Okay, great. Whomsoever I've answered so far, you guys have answered correctly. Let's discuss. Okay, so the thing is, team members working with the product owner on getting an agreement of improvement and value. First of all, I didn't get it, guys. Okay, so what I will do, I'll park it. That's what we used to do in school days. Okay, next, start, stop, continue is retrospective. Why? Because we discussed what are the good practices to start in the next sprint, what bad practices we can stop from the current sprint, what are the good practices we can continue for the future sprints. That is the nature of discussion which happens in retrospective. Okay, team working on a sprint goal is sprint planning. Yesterday, today, any risk or issues. That is the nature of daily stand-up. So the missing thing is sprint review, because I was initially having a confusion. Is that clear? I'm thinking like a student. Okay, I was initially having a confusion. Now that is sorted out. Okay, because they are working with the product owner and getting an agreement for the improvement for the future sprints. That's why. So it is sprint review. That's it, guys. Okay, so launch. Yeah, so launch the poll, guys, on behalf of Star Agile. Hope all of you guys are happy with the session. Okay, so it's on a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, 5 if you guys really find the sessions helpful. Okay, so please give your feedbacks regarding the session. Okay. And tomorrow is the last day. Please make some arrangements to come in the video. Okay, that's a request. Okay. So these are the two types of questions, guys. I've told you. Go through the remaining recordings, like Ripudaman said. Okay, please do your homeworks well. Okay, last week itself I told you can go through. Okay. Please complete your feedbacks, guys, and then you can live. Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Good night.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night.
Yeah. Thanks. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Thank you, Shaq. Thank you all. Bye. Good night.
Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you.